Because you don't need 20 friends. You just need 3 motherfuckers, and you can take over a country. Okay, that's what we're confused as Americans. We think we need all these motherfuckers. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers, and you're finished. You understand me? You're fucking finished. Because we got each other.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
What up, everybody? Welcome to another Wednesday night on Beyond Wednesdays. Here with BigLegg. We'll probably have more people join in as the show goes on, like normal. You guys know how it works over here. But we are going to talk. We're going to talk about Blood Hunt tonight. We're going to review 2 books in that series, which is absolutely excellent so far. I mean, the second issue I don't think was as good as the first issue, but it was okay. So, but one of us, I think, are lagging out, and we can't figure out which one it is. So let us know whose video looks like it's lagging out to you guys, and that's the person.
Or I wasn't really talking, so if I'm cutting out while I'm talking right now, I don't know. I heard it on Bryan's, but I don't know if it's me or him or what. So let us know. Let us know.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. They're fine. Brad says it's me.
All right. Leg.
You want me to bail and come back?
Bryan looks clear. Yeah, just leave and come back. All right. We'll see if this works. Sorry, I had to turn on my light. Thanks for everybody hanging out for the session today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed yourself. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the songs on the session. If you guys ever want to see the songs that are on the pre-show sesh, you can find the link to Spotify, the Spotify below. So it's a Beyond Wednesdays playlist on Spotify. So we'll see what happens. Like, you look the same, but we're going to rock with it because I think we can at least hear you. So that's a good thing.
Okay. Of course. Tried my state, and here we are. If I need to restart or something.
Yeah, you might have to restart.
Let me know.
Yeah. So. You might have to restart your computer. That might be you might want to also, if your modem is nearby, restart your modem. That might be it too. But shout out to Lord Zero. He says, thank you for the stream. Love the pre-show. Hell yeah, brother. That's one of the good guys. Shout out to Funhouse, who's always active in the chat during the pre-show session. I saw him and my boy Brad figuring out, the goods on each other. It was pretty interesting. So good shit. Love to see the homies talking in the chat, keeping the chat lively. So yeah, we're going to talk about, what we're also going to talk about tonight? We're going to talk about that Asencia book. Everybody's talking about the Asencia book. If you guys didn't see, Saturday night, we had a live unboxing. Yee unboxed one of the Asencia books. And he got lucky and pulled a J. Scott Campbell. Funhouse says, can we talk about the Rangers? All right, so here's the thing. I don't know about you guys, but if you're a hockey fan, you know how superstitious hockey fans are. And one of my best friends called me, and he's like, let's fucking go Rangers. I want to talk about the Rangers. And I'm like, listen, man, I don't know if I can yet. Like, I'm so heartbroken. I'm so heartbroken from the, that looks better, dude. So heartbroken from the cup loss against the Kings. I about stepped away from being a fan of sports. And I had to be like, all right, I'm not going to be a super fan of teams. I'm going to be a super fan of players. That way I could just root for players, right? So what I told my friend is this, Mike. I said, I'll talk about it when and be excited to talk about it when we know it's going to be a Rangers Oilers Cup, and then I can be happy with whoever wins. You know what I mean? Like I'll be a little bit hurt if the Rangers don't win because I bleed blue. Go blue shirts, and that's like the only team I really care about anymore. Every other team I don't care about. So we'll see what happens. All right. Yeah. Hell yeah. Leg is better. Hell yeah.
Dude, the restart decided to start to do my OneDrive like it was new. So my entire computer was uploading.
Yep.
Okay. Since fucking when was it not updated? Yep. Right? It's on it at all times.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks Windows. Yeah. And if anybody knows
Home
what
team, fucking
I don't even want to click on this. The Copilot is, oh God, there's too much information. No, just let me roll, okay? Windows, just let me be. I learned how to use you a long time ago. You've been throwing me curveballs ever since, right? Learned you for different various jobs and places I worked in life. Thank you very much, but let's keep these curveballs to a minimum, man. We're getting old over here. I want to be like my mom. My mom's the best, but 20-something years, she thinks AOL, internet, and Wi-Fi are the same thing. So, I guess maybe she has a point. I don't know, but hey, here we are. Okay, no new shit, Microsoft.
Dude, I'm super ripped right now, so this is gonna be a fun show.
Let's go. All right.
There was also some crazy there was some crazy sales of some collectibles and some comics, and we'll get into that during the market report. So, we got a lot of interesting stuff to come up to talk about. I was telling everybody we're going to talk about the Asencia books. Did you get any of those? I didn't get any of those.
No.
I was too much of a hassle.
Dude, I asked in our chats, and Daryl explained what was going on with it. And I was like, oh, yeah, it was like a year ago, right?
Yeah,
it was like a year ago.
Yeah, you had to get coupons from like 3 different books.
Yeah, nah. So I didn't know. I don't end up doing that.
Yeah, it was too much.
It was a good idea. I don't know about that. So is it only the 2 covers? That Frank Miller dumpster fire and the JSC with the one really long fucking leg?
Bro, that Frank Miller dumpster fire is so bad. And this is listen, I'm sorry, you guys. From now on, Frank Miller's going to have to draw something that really looks good for me to go, okay. Otherwise, it's garbage. I'm not going to be like, just shout out to Conlin Comics. I'm not going to be like, he's Frank Miller, man. He was great, this and that. He's still Frank Miller. He's still Frank Miller. He's still Frank Miller. But just you don't need to draw anymore, man. And Marvel, you don't need to treat them like they're great. Shout out to our boy Red Hood, who is absolutely brutal.
They're picking off, dude.
Just brutal, dude.
Red Hood no said, surprise, but come on, dude.
Red Hood's so brutal, man. He goes, I would be extremely dissatisfied. Wait, hold on. Who's this? Is this Hood? This is Hood.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank God. Perfect timing, dude.
Oh, good timing, dude.
Oh, man. Look at that beautiful cover. Oh, my God. What the fuck is that, bro? Fucking
dude,
ridiculous, dude.
Imagine being caught by your significant other with that on your phone.
Dude, that made me so fucking mad, dude. Like, that's why I did not do this whole fucking Asencia bullshit, dude. I would have lost my shit leg if I pulled out a cover when I'm supposed to get the Jake Scott Campbell, bro. Like, bro, I would have called up Campbell, started cussing his ass out, and I would have called Frank Miller.
And bro, the lack of symmetry just on the armor is just so bad. Why? And bro, come on, tell me you don't see knee nipples.
Yeah, dude. What is
big ass feet?
Maybe I'm a perv.
And
I don't know.
Those are man feet. Bro.
Yeah.
No, those are bad, dude.
Those are worse than man feet.
Dude, I don't know what is, like if I'm the publisher.
I'd be embarrassed if I had those. Yeah, exactly.
If I'm the publisher and I see this art, I'm like, man, somebody's going to get this fucking cover. You know what I mean? That
So
would be the
there-
first thing. There's going to be a lot of unhappy people.
And I think Brian answered this. The only thing you could get are those two, right?
Yeah, that's it, man.
Did you know ahead of time? I don't remember the thing well
Yeah.
enough. I don't jump through hoops very often. So
There was some preliminary last year, and I was like that, and I said, I'm out. I can't do it. And I told Aaron, I said, I would be stressing. And on top of that, waiting 8 months for a book. And if I opened this book, bro, like,
what did it cost you? What did you have to do?
I
What was
think
the
you
whole
had to
shit?
get
'Cause
like,
I don't remember.
I think you had to buy like 5 Asencia covers and like tear the cover off and send it in that you bought it. I don't know, something like that. Like, like almost like, bro, I'm telling you, this is the worst cover I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah.
For an exclusive.
You
Let
know,
me-
How about
Listen.
the Detective 27 Miller?
Ugh.
Was that
That's up there as bad. Yeah,
that's
up
so
there.
bad. Hey, dude, and I mean, I hate to be an asshole, but we saw him at dinner in Baltimore, and I have seen him around. Like, we knew it was Frank Miller, but like his body's, he's been through a lot.
Yeah.
His body's beat up, and it's
Yeah.
like from behind you can't even see a head except his hat sticks out. So I don't know how much he.
I don't
So,
know.
DT
Maybe
says it was
wear a
4.
patch. He needs to wear a patch over one eye to see if he can get everything straightened out. You know what I mean?
He needs AI,
Like,
like Igor said. DT says
It's
4 coupons, 1 per issue, issues 13 through 17. So you had to buy issues 13 through 17, send in the coupon with a check, mail them in, and then you wait. And you
with
hope
the check.
you have a 50% chance on this garbage or the beautiful Campbell. I mean, I feel bad for the fucking hate torpedoes
Fuck
get on
like
this, man.
I called Josh yesterday because he was evidently supposed to do like an unboxing on IG, and he had 3 of these.
I would say keep them
Asencias.
closed. Don't even fuck around. Keep them
Yeah.
closed. Sell
He
them.
opened them, dude, and he got 2 of these fucking bullshit covers, bro. And I said, dude, you need to call the publisher or something, dude. He sold 1 on eBay, which
For what?
I don't know.
$30?
Maybe we're hyping this up as so bad it might be worth something. You
What'd he
know what
sell
I
it
mean?
for?
Because you know how the community is. They're all like, "Yeah, it is a fucking
What's-
terrible cover."
So
Fuck
what?
yeah!
I'm sorry if I missed this, but what did it cost?
So it was
dollar
4
amount.
issues, and each issue I think are like they're expensive. They're the Torpedoes, publishing group. So they're expensive. They're probably like I think they're like $9 maybe.
Yeah,
And you had to buy issue 13 through 17, pull out a coupon, and then I don't know how much each book was. Anybody in the chat, let us know how much each book was. What you paid for them.
I don't know, man.
It was
but
a
they
long
need to
time
come
ago,
out
dude.
with,
So
have
long
a
ago.
return. Like this isn't right, dude. They should accept returns. There'll be some dumb fuckhead that's, oh man, I've always been a Frank Miller fan. So have I. I love Frank Miller. In 1989, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the hard thing. None of us want to hate on it, his body of work, but let's be honest, it is what it is, man.
$4.99
You know-
a book.
Just be like, oh god, look, it's Frank
Give
Miller again.
Villalobos an opportunity to shine and give him an
Yeah.
exclusive cover, or Adam Hughes. I mean, you got J. Scott Campbell. Who wouldn't
Did you
want
see
to
the-
be in that? Or
Or do you see the Capullo is gonna start Wolverine as he
Yeah.
should today? So they get the ad for it, right? I mean, do I got anything bad to say about Capullo's art? No. Is he one of the best? Yeah. Is he one of my favorite? Yeah, absolutely. Hot Wolverine was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is how you're coming out. The bicep look weird, his jawline look weird. And I know Capullo has a style, but
I
this
gotta be
is-
honest.
It's like him trying to go away from his style. It's like, ugh, dude,
I
what's
think
going on?
I think the big 2, especially the editors fucking suck, man. They don't know. I think
That's a
most
good
of them
point,
don't
man.
know about comics, or at least they most definitely don't know the histories of the characters. You need to have an editor for a brand that is so much in love with the book that they know everything about every character. There's X-Men fans out there. I mean, look at that's what Roy Thomas was. Roy Thomas was a fan that started a fanzine because he loved the DC and Marvel, or he loved the characters so much, Marvel characters so much, that he started a fanzine. They brought him in to be an editor on a book, and he moved all the way up, just because he knew everything about those characters. And that's what you need. And then you also have to have an editor that's willing to tell some of these big time artists, hey man, this isn't going to work. This is not going to work. We have you got to put a little bit more effort into this. And I know that art is subjective, but there's not very many people that are going to tell you this looks good, that John Cassaday Beast cover looks good. It's just the way it is. You got to have somebody that's willing to say something. Maybe like Red Hood and willing to say this.
I'm the worst drawn comic book ever. 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 I'm the worst drawn comic book ever.
Bro, I made it talk, bro. Isn't that awesome? Bro.
Legs down, uploading again. So, yeah,
baby.
This is crazy. Have you seen the prices on this thing? And look at this. $309 and at 5 days left for raw.
Pussies. Making
Raw.
that book all expensive, dude. God damn it.
Look at that. This book is going to be expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And you can sell them.
I saw the art last year, and I was like, man, I so want it, but I don't want that.
I mean, you can get these for $30. How much are they actually selling?
Look at all
for?
these people. Like, how many Frank Millers are listed? Everybody's listing their Frank Millers, bro.
$50, 39. People are getting 200. I wonder if Yee put his up. 40. Yeah, for the pair, 325. I wouldn't even open mine. This person sold them, buy it now, $99 a piece. I would have bought every single one of those and put them right back up and sold them for $200 a piece.
Wow. I didn't see that.
Right? $229. Why did that person sell them for $9.99 a piece? That's terrible.
$99. Buy it now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I wonder if there was something that gave away the Frank Miller cover. You know what I mean?
Maybe. And he's got all Frank Millers. Like, how many did this guy sell?
Yeah, he probably bought a bunch. Go into his.
Seven sold. All 7. He sold all 7 for $99
Yeah,
a piece.
but did he have any opened ones? I bet you he had a bunch, and he figured out. I bet you he figured out which ones were the Frank Millers.
Oh, it's the same listing.
No, that's something. Yeah.
Yeah, look at his text body on that listing.
Sealed box.
Sealed. It says sealed. So
yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, fucking A, man. I would have instantly. I wish I would have seen those. I would have instantly bought them and put them right back up for $200 a piece, and they would have sold.
Why would he sell them for $99? That's weird.
Blow them out, I guess.
Stupid. So that you just lost money, and I know I'm complaining over $100 a book, but it's $100 a book he could have made with no effort. No effort,
bro. If I got that Frank Miller, I would have torn it. I would have tore it. I would have gone live and tore it.
What's going on now? There we go. Let's see here. No, I want to see the Asencia books. I don't care about that. There we go.
And I heard that it was a shitty story too, man.
Who cares about the story? I don't care about the story when there's this. I'm never opening that book. I'm never taking that book out of that thing unless I'm sending this in to get graded.
Wow.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah,
this book is going to be a mega hit. And there's only 380 of them?
Allegedly.
Yeah, nice book. One
Yeah.
leg's a little long for me, but nice book.
Yeah, that lake is kind of long, bro. Wow.
Fucking, it's a good cover, man. That's a good cover. So
Yeah, that's
For
unusually. Yeah,
for being the
that's-
lower leg.
yeah,
yeah, that's kind of
Just
weird.
that's a
Or
tall
leg
shit.
I just fucked it up for everybody. Sorry.
Yeah, dude, I can't unsee that now, bro.
Fuck. Sorry, dude.
Wow.
Figure
Maybe you
drawings,
could have
like,
him
it's a
sign
bad
on
cover.
her leg, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna see some really good stuff tonight. Let me tell you, there's some really good fucking books that came out this week, including that Asencia book for flipping and stuff like that. But I want to get into New Comic Book Day, starting off with the best book of the week, probably. I haven't read everything else yet, but it's going to be hard to beat this Blood Hunt #2. Did you read this, Hood?
No, I mean, I was gonna pick it up, and I saw the poly bag of the red band or whatever, and I said, well, I didn't get the first one, so why should I get the second one?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like,
Well, it's taken off again too. Look at that. That's a
I'm sure
gorgeous 1
it's
in
a good
200.
story.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
Well,
I'm
there's
not
a
gonna
new
poo-poo it.
Spider-Man, technically, so.
Yeah, kind of. This cover right here, though, is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, that's dope.
This should be a foil cover, spot foil. Figure out a way to make the blue and red foil or everything but the black foil. Fucking hey, that's beautiful.
I'm my LCS had a bunch of these, so I mean, I may go just the red band, the baggy, and he had some variants or whatever. I may go pick up one tomorrow.
Yeah, they're selling for a grip. Richie was talking about them, saying that I think last night that they were already going through the roof. So
Really, he had a bunch.
yeah. So it's just beautiful though. And Miles, there's a very interesting thing that happens with Miles. We're gonna spoil the fuck out of this right now, you guys. So just a heads up. That's what we do out of here. Especially when it's a good book. Hopefully you'll get to the point where you can read it with us. That's the Dracula cover's a little weird because they put blood over his teeth, so it doesn't look like he has his teeth. His fangs should be fucking the first thing that sticks out. They should be super long and white. So that's kind of weird.
Yeah, they don't need blood on it. They just
But man, that
Just
Gist
make 'em-
Black Panther is good.
Yeah, I see what they're trying to do with it, but
And there's the
did that Black
Momoko.
Panther?
That's but I'm sure Momoko fans will love it.
Peach, bad peachy, bad
Yeah.
peachy.
Yeah. So basically, you guys,
it's the Scarlet Bunny.
yeah, we talked about it. We talked about issue 1 last week, and no, 2 weeks ago or a month ago. Was it a month ago now? I think it's a month ago. And it's good. If I need to clip my reviews or our reviews and start putting them up because I think they would do well just by themselves. But if you didn't know what happened, the world gets covered in this darkness by the dark force characters, right? And they like explode, and all this blackness just covers the earth, and it knocks out the sun. And these proto vampires show up along with every other vampire on the earth, are just going crazy, just killing tons of people. And the heroes are trying to stop it, and there's only like 2 people that can actually destroy the vampires. Either kill them all at once or do a magic spell to stop them, and that's Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange. And they just fucking take them out of the game, right? They take Scarlet Witch out of the game because they know she's not gonna do it because she's got a conscience, and they know, and basically they turn Doctor Strange into a vampire, and the person that turns him into the vampire is also the same person that's running everything, and that's Blade. And the issue ends with Blade fucking up Doctor Strange, and we're going to talk about multiple points on this, because if you remember when we talked about this, we think of the next week we talked about, like, because in the red band, in the regular one, Blade just bites him, I think, and you just see Blade bite him, right? Take a chomp, and in the other one, Blade fucking tears him in half, right? And the next issue, I'm going to show you guys what's happened, because I said, we better see fucking Doctor Strange in that red band issue with his shit torn in half. So you guys are going to have to tell me at some point if the red band people have read it. Yeah, he should be fucking torn in half. So anyways, that's how it ends. There's this new group of these proto-vampires. So if you remember when, I think it was like Powers of X, when those new fucking mutants showed up from Arrakis or whatever it was, that's what it reminded me of. You have these like 5 new characters. They're bad as fuck. They take out the Avengers. They surprise attack the Avengers. They fuck them up. They kidnap Wanda and Thor, and then they turn Black Panther and Doctor Strange into vampires. So basically, Blood Hunt issue 2, it starts off, and that's what you see. You basically see Thor chilling, Wanda chilling, and you see Blade talking to Black Panther, because now. So
is Wanda already a vampire?
No, she's not a vampire. I think she's just being held in place by one of those bad guys that are stronger than her, and that are doing these weird bindings, and they fucked up Thor, man. I don't know what's up with Thor, but they fucked him up. It said something about how he can't teleport. So,
he's struggling over there.
Yeah, but Blade's just like talking shit to Black Panther, like kind of like goading him, like, now you got to listen to me because I'm the fucking king of vampires right now. I'm the king of monsters. That's the difference, right? So Blade's the king of fucking monsters. And that's what he explains this whole thing. I'm not just the king of vampires. I'm the king of the monsters. And this new group of guys I got, they're fucking badasses from, not even from Earth. They're from another area. You don't know much about them. And just like what they can do. And this issue kind of starts off like that. So the next thing you see is Blade's daughter show up, and she's taking out these vampires that are fucking with these humans, and she's just taking them out. And then all of a sudden you see the vampires who are coming at her just get fucking demolished. And this is to me one of the coolest parts. And I didn't think this was going to be cool, but this is fucking cool. And this is what I think most of the show is going to be about. Fucking Dracula shows up, and he's like, come on. He doesn't show up. They're together, right? And so he's like, he kills those things, and he says, come on, I didn't take you all the way here, bring you all the way here from Atlanta to let you fuck around saving humans. We have to fucking stop this. And it says, see Dracula Blood Hunt #1. So you know what I did right after this? I went and fucking read Dracula Blood Hunt #1 because I didn't read that one yet. And it was awesome. We'll talk about that soon. So,
when did she get a kilt?
I don't remember. I didn't read the first.
I think she had a kilt in the series last year.
She didn't.
I don't remember what else she's doing.
She looks badass. She looks dope.
I saw the tartan over there, the kilt, some docks.
She looks badass, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about her character. I was like, I didn't read that Free Comic Book Day book. I don't know exactly her powers. I'll be doing some research now. I'll be looking more into it. And I'm telling you, there's a chance we're going to see that Free Comic Book Day on the Hot 10, and Stein's going to be like, motherfucking Free Comic Book Day books. But she's badass. And so she's running with Dracula. And Blade's searching for her. He's sending all the monsters and the vampires out to find her. And Dracula is like, well, we have to stop this. And, it tells this story, yada, yada, yada. Then it shows what's this guy? Hunter's Moon and Tigra meet up with Miles. and they're fighting vampires, but they're like, we need to go to Doctor Strange's house. So they take off to Doctor Strange's, and if you remember, Doctor Strange is a fucking vampire right now. And at the end of it, like Clea is with Doctor Strange. You don't know what's going on. They get to Doctor Strange's house, and Doctor Strange shows up in this astral form, right? This is cool. This is fucking cool right here. Shows up in his astral form. He brings him in. He's like, yeah, I'm having a little problem myself. And Clea's got the fucking body of Doctor Strange as a vampire, like just held in stasis. That's cool. That's cool storytelling right there, man.
So it's we've got, so even though he's been turned or whatever, she's got his body. So that's actually, so his mind projecting strength right there in the astral form, right?
Yep.
So he's not bullshitting with them.
Yeah, he's not bullshitting with them. Yep.
All right.
He's really able to bounce out in astral form and still do certain things, you know. And Clea's, you know, just as powerful as him, right? At this point, I think. So
she's got plenty of power, yeah.
Yeah. But and that just looks great. And then this tells you, like, it gives you more in on those great Alex Ross Doctor Strange covers, like, you know, this body, this husk is going to get away at some point and just start wreaking havoc, you know. So the only weird thing is Hunter's Moon and Tigra. Why Hunter's Moon and Tigra?
I don't know. I think
they just don't make sense.
Richie in this chat brought up about them trying to do the monsters and supernatural because they sort of, you know, and so maybe they're trying to ease her back in. So maybe we've got, I sold her first appearance too early. It's in that square-bound book. I had a 9.4.
Super Chillers or something like that.
Yeah.
So Blade did that because clearly has a spell to kill all the vampires. Yeah, so that you're right. So Blade made. So this is great storytelling that we talked about in issue 1. The reason that Doctor Strange is a vampire is because Blade knew that the only two people that could stop his plan, cold fucking stop it, just put everything to an end in one like that, was Wanda. She could just kill everybody, right? All the vampires, but she's not going to do that because she's got a conscience. So he's like, okay, we got that. But Doctor Strange can come up with a magic incantation to stop it. So I'm just going to turn him into his body into a vampire because I know then he won't do it because he'll kill himself. You know, he'll have to kill himself. So that's cool storytelling, man. That's smart.
Yeah, good setup through 2 issues. So is this, how do we know how long this is going to be?
6 issues? Is it 6 issues? It's like 50 total issues with all the tie-ins or something like that.
Yeah, with all the tie-ins.
Yeah. So,
dude, that's nothing compared to what they used to be.
Yeah, there's tie-ins for all this too, and the Dracula tie-in's great. We'll talk about that. So this is the next cool part. So the next thing you know, you see all of fucking Blade's fucking minions, the proto vampires, the new villains, the new characters show up, and they're going to get Blade's daughter for him. And Dracula's like, "Oh shit!" And he says, "Bloodstorm." And this guy's right here, his name's Bloodstorm. He's like the baddest dude of this group. And he goes, and Dracula says to him, "Bloodstorm 1, it has been quite some time, clone." And then Bloodstorm 1 says, "Are you impressed with how I've grown, Gene Father? What a monster I've become." And then Dracula says, I am Vlad Tepes, Lord of all vampires, and you will kneel." And then he's like, "Nah, I don't think so, dude. I serve a new dude. Go fuck yourself." You know? He's like, fuck off. He's like a lord of monsters, a philosophy of the same. Philosophy because we serve the true Lord. We serve the true philosophy of our kind. A lord of monsters, a philosophy of the same. And then he's like, philosophy, you know, like, what the fuck? Somebody says philosophy. Here's our philosophy. We have a lot to avenge. And the Avengers show up. And they got their ass fucking handed to them, right? They got their ass handed to them, but they just needed some time to regroup and figure this out. And they show up and they mop the floor with these guys, dude. They basically mop the floor. They do some cool things. I won't ruin this. This will give you a chance to go read it.
Captain Marvel with an advantage. of surprise.
Yeah.
You don't even need to talk shit flying in there. Just fucking get it going.
Yep. Yep. And that's what she does. And this is so here's perfect example. This is good Captain Marvel right in here. She's a badass in this, dude. She don't fuck around. And it's written well. It's not just cheesy. And she says, we'll make sure that the sun will always rise again because, you know, it's a cheesy line, whatever. But you know, they fuck up. They fuck them up. Well, then it goes to them walking into the whole crew's walking into Doctor Strange now, right? And they walk in and they see Tigra, Miles there, and all of a sudden Miles goes nuts and he fucking turns into a fucking vampire.
So here we go. Yep. First Miles vamp.
Yeah.
You know what do you need to say, man? We got the Miles spec even on it. There we go.
Yep. So it was fucking good.
Right.
It wasn't as good as the first one, but you know what it did? It did what good comics do. It caused me to go immediately read another comic book. Immediately want to go read another one. And that's what I did. You know, I went and read we'll talk about the Dracula in a little bit, but I went and read the Dracula one. I think the Dracula character is a cool character. I mean, do you guys remember this when they did like the Dracula change and they did, hold on here, let me show you this. Remember when the Del Auto X-Men Dracula, was that what it was? I think it was called X-Men Dracula.
I'm not sure.
All right, look at this cover. Yeah. This version of Dracula is fucking badass, dude. Do you remember this cover?
Oh, I got that cover. Yeah. That's fucking awesome, dude.
And I want to know, this is the variant edition Del Auto Dracula. Dude, that's X-Men #1, Curse of the Mutants, 1 in 25, Jurjevic. This book is going to go crazy. This
that's
book's
pretty
gonna
good.
go
What year was that? 2010, maybe?
Yeah, let's see here. Was it during the Hope stuff, I think, right?
Is that late? No, I think it was.
Nah, you might be right. 11 or 12.
Marvel now. I'm kind of telling by the font, I think.
$40. You can get them for you guys. That book's going to go nuts.
That might be 10. I know I've got
Somewhere
one
around
or two of those.
There's only 2 of them on there. They'll be gone by the end of this.
$39?
Yeah.
Wow.
Our best offer.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that'll be a crazy book. But when was that? Let's see here. Yeah, nobody's selling no 9/8s. I want to know when the first time we saw that version of Dracula.
How about those Mayhew vampire variants? I love those things, man.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man, the X-23, that one that was just shown with Colossus.
So Earth 616, Vlad Dracula. Let's see here. He's got all the old Dracula stuff. Avengers. So does anybody know? Let's see here. Richie probably would know. Richie, do you know when that first Dracula showed up? Avengers number 14? War of the Realms? Did he show up in that? Fucking A, Vlad Dracula supporting. Baroness Blood cameo. I want to know, like, his first appearance as that. First appearance, Tomb of Dracula 1, Suspense 7. I want to know when he changed. In the early 20th century, let's see here. Yeah, whatever that first appearance of that Dracula, version of Dracula, they've been doing it for a long time, and they've kept that look going for him, you know, for a while. So here's that book. So basically, I'll just show you how they met, and I just want to show you this because it's cool how it starts. So it shows Dracula putting on that badass armor that he's wearing, right? And it's like the dawn is ending, and yet I arm myself with weapons to defend it and not aid its falling. I don my strongest armor, grasp my strongest sword, and remind myself I have yet to claim the strangest piece of my arsenal. And, you're like, what the fuck is that, And sure enough, it shows he's got some chick coming in that's already been spying on Blade's daughter. And he's like, tell me about her. And she starts complaining about how there's unrest and there's a bunch of vampires that don't want to serve you no more. And he just tells her, kill them. Like, why are you even fucking around? Traitors, you don't fuck around with traitors. The second you, just kill them. I don't care about them. And then she finally tells him about where Blade's daughter is, and he just kills her. Because if she's coming in and complaining about traitors and kind of being like, are you going to do something? I know you're a fucking traitor now, so I'm going to kill you. And then it goes to the school, and it basically the blackness happens, and she freaks out because I guess when it gets nighttime, she gets stronger or something. There's something about her that when the sun's not around, she gets fucking super powerful. And so then Dracula shows up and grabs her. And but the reason why I'm showing you this is because this has some pretty good paneling in it too. And we saw the Doom book and how great the art direction looked on that. And so, I do complain about how there's shit editors out there, but there's been some comics in Marvel that have been good lately, man. And I'm glad that I'm doing more reading about them. I hope they continue to be good. I hope this doesn't end cheesy. So,
well, if they keep it, the best stories are the ones that are real tight, and like that one shot. They could have easily made that a mini series and drawn it out, and I don't think it would have been as potent. I think it's like short and sweet, almost like a quick ghost story, And I think that you look at the Killing Joke, very short and sweet. Dark Knight Returns, there wasn't that many words, you have to be one hell of a writer to do a Watchmen where you nail it from beginning, middle, and end. But the best stuff is short and sweet and to the point. And if this is a 6-issue miniseries with just random tie-ins and stuff like that, then I think the story would be really good.
Well, I know that listen, a lot of people are like, you're being nice, Brian. Here's the thing. We have gone through shit. There was an interview with about the Krakoa X-Men book, and they fucked that up so bad, dude. They had no clue what they were doing. None. And, there is stuff out there that is so bad that sometimes when you get some good stuff and you get a couple, continues Ultimate Spider-Man has been decent. The Blood Hunt has been decent. Doom was book of the year for me already. So. Some of the stuff is good.
What blew me away was the Sanford Green art, dude. That was so unexpected. I didn't know he had. The guy can draw. The Bitterroot stuff was great, but man, to see him draw all those characters and just cover that whole fucking centerfold like that, I was just like, where has this fucking been? That dude needs to be on fucking Amazing Spider-Man or something, dude.
I want to know.
I
want to know how long. Man. I want to know how long this took to draw. You know what I mean? I want to know how long this took to do.
Look at that.
Yeah, I love this one.
I was shocked. I love that. What the fuck, man?
I wish I could own this piece of art.
Right, dude?
Does Sanford Green do it on digital, or does he actually do it, paper?
So I was looking on YouTube, and Sanford Green was being interviewed, and I put it on where I'm going to watch it later. So I'm interested to see like his whole, like, because they were I paused it when they were going over some of his preliminary sketches and stuff like that. So I'm interested to see if he has like more that wasn't in the book. You know,
I want to own this piece of original art.
dude. Did you see that one with the Watcher?
Yeah, I want that one too.
Dude, that one, I was like, man, Brian's gonna love that panel.
Right there. I want this one too.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Please, God.
You should try and hit up Sanford Green and get him on the show, dude. Like, man, tell him, bro, you know what
Sanford Green, I want you on the show, but I want to buy this piece of art first.
Yeah.
Please. I collect Watcher stuff. Who fucking collects Watcher stuff? There's people out. I mean, there's not many people out there collect Watcher stuff. Come on, man.
You know, when I first heard you say, man, I love the Watcher, I said, man, Brian is a rocket scientist, man. Why in the fuck does he like the Watcher? Something's going on. He knows something. And, you know, he's going to end up being like a Terrence Howard and shit like that. You know, it's just like,
by the way,
this solves all the mysteries of the universe, you know, by saying 1 × 1 is 2.
Bro, Terrence Howard killed it on Rogan, dude.
Bro, he's deep, bro. I didn't know.
He killed it on Rogan.
Hey, it makes Robert Downey Jr. look like a fucking asshole, right?
Yeah,
bro.
She destroyed.
Is somebody
name,
going to come out and say Terrence Howard's a liar?
Listen to this. So, if you guys didn't see this is Terrence Howard on Rogan.
Thought that was a death blow, but that's what took me back when I had nothing. That's what took me back to this, and that greater being started showing up again.
And you think if that had not happened, you probably would have gone further and further down the world of acting, and you would have abandoned this.
Oh my goodness, I had, you know, I was doing Iron Man.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, you know, that gets taken away. We did a 3-picture deal with Marvel, a 3-picture deal, $4.5 million for the first one, $7.5 to $8 million for the second one, $12 million for the third. We signed it. They come back to me the week that my mother dies, and they called my agent Charles King he was at William Morris at the time, and they said, yeah, we want Terrence, but we want to come back for $1 million instead of the $8 million that we had agreed to. And my agent had an emotional reaction to a business decision, and he said, F you, and hung up the phone. Well, immediately they go to Don Cheadle. Oh. But instead of just doing that, they had to spend.
How much did they spend for Don Cheadle? Did they pay more than $1 million?
Oh, he was terrible on set and all of these things, and went through all this stuff. And I'm calling Robert Downey Jr. I'm calling him because when I was doing the Brave one with Jodie Foster, Susan Downey was a producer with Joe Silver. She comes over to my trailer and she's like, wow, it's so amazing. Congratulations on Iron Man. It's the first time they've hired the second lead before they've hired the first. But Robert wants to go in there. And they were talking about Clive Davis and all of that. And I was like, okay, great. You know, I'm just moving along doing my thing. And she was like, but Robert really wants to go in, but they won't see him. And I was like, I love Robert. I love what he does. I loved him in Weird Science. I loved him.
Who did they?
Fucking A, dude. Weird Science, man. Such a great movie. I love that he says that. I loved him in Weird Science. And that is kind of weird that they did sign the second before they signed the lead. Does that always happen? I don't know. Maybe that happens all the time.
Well, because they knew that Iron Man was going to take a little bit longer to getting it right. You know, it's easier to sign the
second
supporting cast.
Yeah.
They wanted Clive Davis to play him because remember in the series, War Machine was supposed to take over.
Right.
And I'm like, well, if Robert wants to come in, so I called Avi Arad immediately. He was the producer on it. And I'm like, Avi, I hear Robert wants to come in, but you guys won't even let him audition. He's like, no, we can't bond him. I'm like, instead of the $4.5, you want
I think that means insurance, right? If they can't bond him, they won't. The insurance won't, because he's at this point he's a recovering addict that's fucked up multiple times. He's a high risk. Yeah, insurance is like, yeah, we're not fucking gonna let him on set.
Want to give me? Why don't you take $1 million for the bond for him? If he gets and let him audition, and so he gets the part. Robert is like, I love you, thank you so much. Da 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 da. Well, when this other thing happened, I'm calling Robert, and he's doing Sherlock Holmes. I called him 27 times, and I'm like, and then leave a message. I'm calling his assistant. I'm like, I need the help I gave you. I didn't hear from him until 3 years later. I bumped into him at Brian Grazier's wedding.
Wow. That changes a little bit how I feel about Robert Downey Jr., if that's true.
There's a lot of weird shit the guy said, though, man.
Yeah.
I have no idea what was going on there. Did you see? They showed his patents and stuff.
Bro,
it's for like kids' toys and shit. Dude, he doesn't fucking have anything scientific patented, dude. It's like kids' toys and a ring.
4K HDR. He had patented that, and then it showed all the companies.
Is that just what he says, or did he just?
No, it's in the Wikipedia that he created the VR.
Wait, the Wikipedia he created for himself?
He's really fucking smart, dude.
The virtual reality, and it had basically he's saying with all the companies that used his patent, he should be a trillionaire.
All right, so there is I think I saved something. All right, watch this. This is crazy, dude. This is fucking nuts, bro. Tell me this motherfucker isn't a stoned out fucking genius. You might think that this guy's crazy, but I think he fucking is a stoned out genius, bro. Listen to this shit.
When you say rebuild the periodic table, what do you mean specifically?
Well, the way the periodic table is laid out, the periodic table they have now, it looks like a box.
What?
You can't hear the periodic table. Dude.
Oh,
no, I can hear it.
You're going to trip on this. He's speaking.
I fucking saw this, dude.
Dude, he's speaking. This is exactly what I did when I worked in space and defense. The shit that he's talking about is 100% true in this fact, right? Everything in this world. So when you go down to the molecular level, right, to the atom and shit, none of that's solid. It's shit moving around. It's nothing in this world is solid. And just, I know it's hard to understand, but it's the truth. Nothing in this world is solid.
Right, yeah.
And everything in this world has a tone that if you vibrate it to a certain frequency and you play that tone, it can do weird shit, especially it can ring. And when that tone rings at a certain, and what that means is, say I take a piece of metal and I shake a piece of metal at a certain frequency, it'll ring like a bell because that frequency is its resonant frequency. And this is all what I did and was my specialty when I worked in, the shit I did. I ran an engineering test lab. I had 2 fucking huge shaker tables. This was my exact, and that's what he's talking about here. And when he talks about that, listen to how he's talking about the tones and he's true. Have you ever seen where they like take a speaker and then they set it to a certain frequency and they put like salt on it and it creates those patterns? That's the same type of shit, dude. Watch this. This is nuts.
It looks like a straight box, but they don't show that hydrogen has the same tone as carbon.
What do you mean by tone?
Same tone, same key of E. Same key of E. 40.5 hertz. The next one would be like 81 hertz. You go to silicon, it will double up and would be 162 hertz. You'll go to cobalt and it'll be 324 hertz. It's take the angles of incidence or the tones that they create, their color. Like you can turn color back into sound based upon, it's the same wavelength, it's just twice as long or much longer. So all you have to do is keep dividing light
craziness
by 2.
He's not.
You keep dividing light by 2 and you'll ultimately get back to the audible sound of it, because there was a relationship between
AOA's
color,
like Howard needs medical help.
Shape. Walter Russell's periodic table that he put together. Now you compare that to Mendeleev's periodic table, and you'll see something completely different. It's unwinding.
Like, I don't know, man.
And he keeps expressing one times one is 2.
yeah. Well, he's trying to make him understand. You know what I mean? I haven't seen the whole thing yet.
Dying on that 1 times 1 is 2 hill, and that's how he lost Neil deGrasse Tyson, other people that don't want to fuck with him.
I haven't seen the rest of this, so maybe he is fucking super crazy loon, but this shit was fucking awesome, dude, right here.
Yeah, I mean, he stands by that 1 times 1 is 2.
Yeah, he's a little fucking out there. Supposedly
he's out there. I mean, sure, a lot of this has a basis and a lot of stuff. In trying to listen to it, just honest, because I listen to things while I work. Like you can't be going. He talks so fucking much. You can't have like a 2-track or 3-track or 4-track thing going on in your head when you're trying to figure that out. Even if you know what he's talking about, even in the first place.
Well, here's the thing, man. Some people have those photographic memories. Some people can read a book.
He does.
Yeah. So
yeah, like the stuff that he spouts off and the numbers, and like at one point, like he had Jamie bring up a document and he says, "Turn to page 64," and on the 4th paragraph, 3rd line, stuff like that. And now, I mean, if that's the only one he has memorized, but shit like that, you're like, oh, okay. I mean, he's clearly studied it like that. So I don't remember what the document was, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking.
I don't know. It's always pretty cool to see the layers of people when you have a preconceived notion of what you think they are, and then it's really like Cat Williams and like there's more layers to Cat than I ever thought. I thought he was just guy that played a pimp and was a comedian, but he's pretty deep, man.
Yeah.
They said when Cat Williams and Terrence Howard have a conversation, they just walk up, look at each other, and nod.
Yeah, fucking A, dude. They touch each other's head, their chakras, their third eye.
I think they get each other.
Got you.
Yeah. Did you see this?
Here we go.
Yeah. Taylor Swift reportedly had a meeting with Marvel boss Kevin Feige to discuss a role in the MCU.
Dude, I keep getting these fucking Taylor Swift comics depressed. Just especially the ones with Travis Kelce on them. I'm like, come on, dude. Have a little respect here. I mean, I just feel bad for CGC because they're gonna get a pube in each one when they grade it. Kidding, but I would love to.
Did you guys? I don't know if you guys saw the industry show last night, but it was crazy. We had Dan Mendoza on for the first half. Then Sean Hudachko from Comics Elite jumps on because we wanted to talk to him about the whole tidal wave thing. All those books, because we saw that letter that had been put on the tidal wave thing, and I thought that letter was new, but it was from years ago when they got a cease and desist about a Justin Bieber book. And so the next thing I know, Darren, the guy who owns Tidal Wave, is on the show with us. And he fucking laid it all out. He's like, I'm going to be as transparent as I can. And it was really, really good. He talked about like, he's the guy who created 10th Muse. You remember that comic 10th Muse? That was a really good comic back in the day.
No,
Image. He's been in this industry forever, and it was a really good interview. But he talked about all that tidal wave stuff and how it works. It's not one of the most important things that we need to remember about those crazy Taylor Swift books is they're not what are those called when you they're not homages, they're not parody books. They're documentary, like biography books. And each book has its own story that they write. They don't reprint like Do You Poo. It's not like that. And I don't think a lot of people knew that. So it was very interesting. So even though you're pressing a ton of those books, Sean, it's not as bad as you think, brother. I'm telling you.
Oh, dude, yeah, the ones with her and Kelsey on them. Those are ones that bug me. To tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Because you're a Raiders guy, man.
Oh, they had this one is so gross, dude. It's do you remember the Deadpool versus X-Force J. Scott Campbell #1, 1 in 25 variant?
Absolutely.
It's bad. It's badass, and it's got them all drawn in the
yeah.
side. Kind of reminds me of that. Is that Taskmaster 2 variant? Similarly, with people drawn in, dude. They've got it's like Kelsey, or is it Taylor? Yeah, Kelsey with like Mahomes and Taylor Swift and all this, just like drawn in him as an homage to that. Oh, I just want to throw up in my mouth, dude. Sorry.
114 live right now watching
Just
the
her
show.
is not that bad. It's the Chiefs that drive me crazy.
Hit that like button, you guys. 35 likes, 14 watching. So,
Hey, you know what I picked up today, dude?
what'd you pick up?
Centaur
Something
number
wild.
1.
Dude, I wish I had the
Centaur
places
number
to
one.
shop that you do. I don't know where the
So
hell you go, man.
let me tell
I
you.
got
dude.
nothing around here.
So Centaur number 1. This is what you call it? Hold on. Let me get the guy's name.
I thought you were going to say
Kevin Saunders. Kevin Saunders was a wheelchair athlete, right? And so I was looking on eBay to comp it or whatever, and they had one for $400 because it was autographed. And I turned it on the first page, and this dude signed, David, never give up on your dreams and goals, and
That's
because there's
awesome.
always a way. Yeah, and he was a what is it? What do you call the athletes in wheelchairs?
Disabled athletes.
No. So this is him, rock shred. Yeah,
That's
so I
pretty
thought it
cool.
was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that is
So
cool,
David,
dude.
if you're out there, $200 to get your book back, bro.
Almost got me canceled with that question, Hood. one more cup of wine, I was done.
And then I picked up this Gore number 1. You ever seen this one, Brian?
No, that's
I have
awesome.
not, dude. Not at all.
That is
That's pretty cool.
awesome.
Bro, evidently it's pretty hard.
That looks like it's hard to get.
I saw
dude,
listings.
if we haven't seen it, it's a Gore comic.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
That's pretty cool.
So it's pretty hard. It's real good shape too. man.
Slave Pit, is that the name of the label?
Slave
or
Pit
the-
Bunnies featuring Gore, number
Who?
1.
What comic label?
The Slave Pit.
Oh, it is Slave Pit. Okay.
Did you go to the shop today,
Not that I know what that is.
Hood?
Yeah, I picked up this one, $5.
Oh,
This,
no
Pussy
shit.
Cat,
Yeah.
$5. And I picked up Monstrous number
Number
1,
one.
first print, $5.
Wow.
And then picked up one of these.
Ugh. Ugh.
I got hustled. And
Well,
then, a couple of decals.
there was some really good books from New Comic Day. Richie joins us. Richie, did you go to the comic store today?
No, I didn't. I pre-ordered most of my stuff. And then anything I missed, like I didn't pre-order the Red Band stuff. So I just grabbed it.
That's what we're going to talk about.
I got like 130 bookmarks, and I didn't have much to do. So
Nice.
Tedesco.
Alan Scott, the Green Lantern #6, finally has come out, and so I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to do a review on it, the whole series. But this guy the guy who wrote this basically is losing his mind right now, which is very interesting. So that's such a bummer because the covers on these books were so gorgeous, and Alan Scott is an interesting character, and they were very off on it, but the guy's he's like losing it on fucking social media. Amazing Spider-Man 50. What is this? Garbage.
Yeah, that's the start of the story arc with the Goblin or whatever.
him becoming the Goblin. Yeah, garbage. Maybe I shouldn't be giving Marvel that much positivity when they're putting out garbage like that. Batman, was there anything good in that? Army of Darkness forever. Shout out to Dynamite and Tony Fleeks.
Hey, did you see Rob Liefeld
Yep.
signing books?
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah. Where is that? Right here.
Bro, the Mavericks won.
Yep. All these foils. Look at these. Foil.
Fine. I love when you do that.
Yeah. So, all right. Back to New Comic Book Day. All right. Blood Hunt. Everybody, we already talked about the 1 in 25 and the 1 in 200 and the 1 in 25 red band, which is awesome. This is a cool book. Blue Book 1947 number 4. It's got the alien autopsy cover, which is shout out to all
crazy.
My UFO friends. Catwoman number 65. Is there anything good on this? Terrible.
Caca.
Ugh.
Oh God.
Man, that's rough.
Yuck.
Ugh.
Crack whore.
This is, what's this? Let's see here. That's not bad. Like, that looks like old school
Dude.
Frank Miller.
I'm so glad you brought this up. Oh man. So when I don't remember seeing this on FOC, and I look at every DC and Marvel, at least DC and Marvel. And when I saw this today and I saw those eyes, I go, oh, that's what, wait a minute. I guarantee you Bryan's going to say something about this. And I wonder if it's going to be one of those weird books because it looks so weird, but it's still good art with the eyes, that it's actually going to do something. And I went back, there was 4 copies in there sold out. So
wow.
I don't know if I'm sure it's probably a $10-15 book, but yeah, you know how people are weird. I mean, everybody went crazy over that Harley Quinn zombie cover.
Yeah.
That thing's much better. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I get it. I get that. But I mean, see what I'm getting at? Like,
No, it's like one of those Mercenaut things where he goes, it's trying to be something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cobra Commander number 5 was excellent. Make sure you guys are reading this. It's got a really cool 1 in 25 of Mercer.
I was going to ask you if you like that.
Yeah, I like it. And the 1 in
I got
50 is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I passed on it to get this one. This was only $8.
I got to start picking this up, man.
It's so good. Dude, Scarlet had over 80,000 pre-orders.
What?
So Scarlet's coming out. Scarlet 1's coming out.
Yeah. And it's
80,000 for Skybound. That's crazy.
It's about
That's
the
so good.
Rashikagi clan. It's got Storm Shadow, Jinx. It's going to be awesome, man. So there's that. Next, Conan. I need to read the Conan stuff from Titan. I heard that's good. Daredevil number 8, the 1 in 25. So is this they re-put this out? This is the one that they messed up.
That's the recalled. Yeah.
So look how bad that Frank Miller is, garbage. But it does have the amazing J. Scott Campbell open order variant. That is just one of the best J. Scott Campbell covers in a long time, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the leg doesn't look all long.
Like he draws Daredevil badass. He always has.
Uh-huh. I agree.
So I like that. What else do we got?
Farrell has a new cover.
Farrell, yeah, the third printing. Yeah, that's cool. Number 3 is out. We definitely got to do a review on this. Ghost Rider Final Vengeance number 3 is the best cover. The A cover is the best cover of them all. It's awesome.
That second print with him on the cover, so that's his first cover appearance. The first. Remember we were talking about that?
Yep. That's a terrible cover. That's
Tejera, the Tejera cover.
The Mark Teixeira cover is terrible. Oh, that's not good either. But the A cover's awesome. Thor, Immortal Thor number 11. Of course, you have the Alex Ross. I think Al Ewing's doing the writing on this.
Okay,
that's a better Hildebrandt, but it's not good. Yeah,
not good. But yeah, it is better. It is a better Hildebrandt.
Look at that Art Adams. I don't know.
Yeah. Took me a second. Like, it's a really cool concept, but man, the way the guys in the back's heads are shaped and how like super juicy her body is, like
that's a great that's a great term
right?
for it. Super juicy.
You know?
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. People will be talking about that. Let's see here. Local Man, another Tony Fleek's book. Shout out Tim Seeley. They were Eisner announcements. This was in the Eisner announcements.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah. Did My Little Pony have a 1 in 10? Because I couldn't find it anywhere today. It was just A and B everywhere.
He just had an A and B from the looks of it. Here's the foil reprints on New Mutants 98. Look how bad this 1 in 25 or facsimile edition In-Hook Lee variant is.
Has anybody checked prices on the secondary on this? I haven't, but it was sold out everywhere.
There's a Whatnot exclusive that's Liefeld it's better than
it's gonna be like the most printed freaking second print ever.
Yeah.
Or fifth print or ninth print, whatever they call those.
Yep. Sam and Twitch.
You like that?
Rook
Sam
Exodus. I haven't read it yet, but I think it's gonna be good. This is McFarlane cover.
Yeah.
This Rook Exodus stuff is good. I always talk about that. She-Hulk, was there any cool variants on this? Is there an Adam Hughes on this?
Nah, there's a good concept variant where she's on a car hood. The Dodson's okay, but there's probably tons of those.
Yeah.
There's no incentive. I thought that was pretty strange.
All right.
Something's Children's Children had great covers too.
Let's talk about the big boy.
I actually like this Frozen a lot. We obviously like the Virgin.
Dude, this is so good.
So good. So good.
There's the 1 in 100. The 1 in 100 is going to be probably the top book of this week. Did you get one of these?
I just got the open order.
Yeah.
I have the 1 in 25 though.
This one's beautiful right here.
Lobos.
The 1 in 50.
Lobos, yeah.
Oh,
the 1 in 50. Yeah, I got one of those.
Beautiful. Great job.
Still available everywhere.
Yeah.
I think people are kind of sleeping on Lobos. Like,
Hey, go back to the other one, Brian.
The Lobos, right?
The Lobos?
No, that one.
This one, the 6161? This is garbage.
That's garbage.
Yeah. Who did that?
Ivan
Beachy
Talavera.
That's not that bad.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I mean,
it's not that bad.
Yeah, you're right. For AI art.
Yeah, it is AI.
That's terrible, dude.
I didn't think it was that bad. That peach didn't look that bad.
This one's not. The Greg Horn's not that bad. Look at that Greg Horn.
That one's actually really good. She smokes cigarettes. Is that a cigarette?
No, it's her
Is that
phone.
exclusive? Oh, that'd be sick if it was a grit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think she's eating ramen. It fits with the trade dress.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
That's an exclusive, retailer exclusive. You never know anymore. Here's J. Scott Campbell's one that he's selling. That's not good. That he phoned
That's all
that
right.
one in.
Hey, don't
No,
be
it's
talking
not.
about Campbell, bro.
He phoned that one in, bro.
Phone? What's that?
That means he hot dogged it. He was, instead of playing third base, he was kicking the dirt looking for change. You know what I mean? Like he didn't work too hard on this. Instead of coming to work, he called in and said, you know what I mean? Like he phoned it in.
He pulled a blind Adam and voiced to text that fucking drawing.
Nah, he drew it in 5 minutes and go, watch, babe, watch me make 10 grand.
Mm-hmm. But this one right here is great, but this one is good too.
You like it?
Oh, dude, I like it. It's foil, supposedly, right?
1 in 10, right? Is it 1
No,
in
it's
10?
a foil. I haven't seen the foil.
Yeah, it's a foil.
If the foil is good, I think that'll be good. But
The
this
foil was okay.
There is no 1 in. Is there a 1 in 10? No, there's a 1 in 50,
There's a
1 in
secret
100
variant.
Yeah, the
That one
David
right
Marquez. This is a secret variant.
Yeah, I was gonna buy it and I put it back.
Yeah, I'll
like
pass.
Don't like it.
Yep, pass. This one right here, this and the Lobos though. Whether it's the 1 in 100 or the trade dress, and this one are the two covers to get.
See, I really didn't like the Lobos, dude.
Dude, I get like that lately with him, but then all of a sudden, like it just grew on me. I didn't like this at FOC, and then all of a sudden this week, I just kept looking at it and going, "Oh, I need it. I need it. I like it."
Yeah, it's interesting. Star Wars. Oh, is there anything in Star Wars?
Fuck no.
There was something.
1 in 25. Oh, what are you
there
doing?
it is. The Shmee. I got to get the Shmee.
She needs to be Ashes, JTC. Come on.
Yeah, I got to get the Shmee Skywalker.
Star Wars is so bad.
I can't wait for the Klieg Lars cover.
There was a lot of books that came out this week, man. Look at this Humberto Ramos Spider Boy book cover, though.
Kind of Scotty Young feeling.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Symbiote Spider-Man 2099. You've got a 1 in 25 Grassetti.
People are selling this dirt cheap, and then people are buying it. Do you guys like it?
I like it.
I like it too.
I like the Venom 2099 character, and this looks like from what's going on, supposedly like him and he's trying to fight the urge to becoming a symbiote or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
Scarlet.
What's his name?
Ben.
No.
Scarlet Spider.
No, it's O'Hara. Miguel O'Hara.
Oh, 2099. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turtles.
Did you see the Thundercat covers? Yeah,
there were some good ones.
Yeah,
there were some really good ones actually. Let's run through these.
Tons of
100 of them. 100 Dynamite variants. But he does this, man, for the stores. That's what he said. The reason. That's a nice Perillo. Wow.
Perillo's badass.
Yeah, that's a great fucking Declan Shalvey Mumra. Mumra's a cool character. Jay Lee, Ivan Tao. That's pass. That's pass. Foil, Virgin, foil, metal. That's Chitara 1 in 10.
That could be the blow book.
Yeah. 1 in 10. There's the 1 in 15 Shelby. That's garbage.
Dude, we should do that action figure one as the blow book. Oh,
yeah. There's the Rob Liefeld. What's her name? Calico? New character.
Yeah. Yep.
That's good right there.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
and it comes in a Virgin too.
Oh man, that's good. That's a good cover.
Yep.
Calico. That's good. That's fucking excellent, man.
That's the one.
Somebody needs to take that and make that a clown variant.
ICP, baby.
Titans, Tomorrow Girl, Transformers, the 5th printing. You also have the 3rd printing, Perel Connecting. Ultimate Black Panther #1, 4th blank, and #4. I'm not reading this at all. I fell off of this. I don't like it. The best regular cover of the week, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about this weeks ago when we first saw it. Fucking amazing. Absolutely unreal. So good.
Yeah. That's badass.
Yeah. Great art, design, everything about it. Daniel Siempre. Daniel Sam. That's just so good. 1 in 25, man.
I couldn't find the 1 in 25 anywhere, just the radar.
That's going to be a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking beautiful. Void Rivals. I got to get into Void Rivals somehow. This looked interesting. Union Jack.
I pre-ordered. I pre-ordered cover A and cover C.
Yeah.
2 of them.
This sounds interesting. So I might have to check this out. Read this. Ryan Brown. Great Ryan Brown cover. Philip Tan. There's a red variant. So. And then X-Men 97. And that's about it. Anything? Did I miss anything?
Scroll up a little bit. I thought there was something.
Something is killing the children.
Yes, there's really good covers here.
You got the.
Okay, tell me if you like that. Okay, not this one. Oh, that one's pretty good.
That's
but
the thank you,
like,
right? 1%. Is there? Yeah. There's another thank you book this week too, right?
The one with the machete. Oh, that's okay. I like it. I just like the wild colors.
Ooh,
that's the
it's a
one
1 in 50.
Do you like it? I just think the machete looks like a big like leg
Club.
bone.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Yeah. Man, well, it doesn't win, so that's interesting. Frizen. There's the
tiny
5-year foil. That Frizen right there is. I like that.
That is. I couldn't find that anywhere.
That's rough.
Yeah, I went to my LCS yesterday and talked to the big to-do last night. You came up, Brian.
Oh, yeah?
The whole Spawn 306 came up. And we talked about it for a little bit. And I was looking at his books, and he's got one of those shops. Do you guys have, I mean, we always have like 2 or 3 shops. You know, we always have that one and then that 2. But then you have like that 3rd or 4th that you go out of the area or whatever if you're really desperate. Well, you ever go to a shop where like a hot book is like cleared the shelves everywhere online, but then if you go in your shop, for some reason, there's always 1 or 2 left on the shelf. Mm-hmm. That's what happens every time I go there. Yeah. So I got some pretty cool stuff over there, and we had a nice conversation. He's moving to Arizona. He's moving to Arizona.
Oh, is he?
And I go, yeah, dude. I go, my friend Bryan, his buddy Jesse James. He just moved from. He goes, I know Jesse James. I'm out in this business forever.
Is he gonna start a shop here?
I go. He moved to Florida. He goes, well, I ain't going to Florida. I'm just going to Arizona. I go, how long? He goes, about a year. And I go, well, what are you gonna do with the shop? You're gonna sell it? And he's like, no, I'm gonna still be involved. So I think he's going there to move his family into a nice. It's gonna be in your area, in the Mesa or Phoenix or whatever.
Northwest Valley, yeah.
And he said a nice house for really cheap and a pool on a golf course and pay basically about 50% less than what he's paying here and still have a business here and probably going to open a store. He's got so much stuff, man. I seen this guy when I first met this guy. Actually, it was the second time I met this guy. He had 50 New Mutant 98s like it just came out of the diamond box, and he spread them out like it was freaking, like it was.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, unbelievable.
We have some congratulations in order.
Oh, jeez.
Spec Media has hit 1,000 subs, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations.
Hey.
Wow.
Aaron, where are you at, man?
That's
Thank
awesome,
you guys.
bro.
Dude, I was having some deep, dark talks with Bryan. I mean, yeah, Bryan, I get pretty deep with Bryan. He's one of my really trustworthy friends. I could trust him, and he knows a lot about me personally. And I got really deep. I was like, dude, I don't think I want to do this anymore. I think I was at like 675, 700 subs, and you kept encouraging me, and then like I could see on all of my friends' faces, Bryan included, that it was almost like disappointment because I was just like leaving it on the table and had a good thing going. So I'm glad you guys stuck with me. And then Aaron jumping on there, it literally just like put a spark on the fire. I mean, Aaron's so good, and we work together really well. So thank you guys.
Yeah, man, that's a long road, you guys. You don't know. One of the hardest things to do in YouTube is to get to that first milestone of 1,000 subs. There's people that have been doing this for years.
So proud of you, Richie. That is fucking fantastic, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Hopefully you'll show up to one of my shows.
Absolutely. We got to give away a slab.
Yeah, we're going to have to do some cool giveaways now.
We're going to give away a slab it'll be a Red Hood slab book.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron has a huge giveaway.
CBCS, I don't know. We'll see.
PGX.
Cool.
What's the other one in Arizona, Brian? Or Florida? EGS?
I think is that in Florida? I don't know where that is.
We'll make
Billy's
it
buddy.
We'll make it a good book. I may do 2 slabs for you, bro.
Did you guys hear this bullshit? Michael Lastly will write the upcoming Marvel Studios X-Men film. He's the guy that did what did he do? Did he do The Witcher? No, he not The Witcher. I mean, he did I'm forgetting. It's Hunger Games?
Hunger Games, the newer,
Hunger Games
prequel. The prequel. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, following the live success of its animated series X-Men 97, Marvel Studios is now ramping things up on its live-action X-Men movie with Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes scribe Michael Lasley in negotiations to pen the movie. Boo, boo, boo. Boo this man, this company, everything to do with them. Why the fuck are they not getting Bo DeMeo, to write this? Bo DeMeo should have been on this. Look at everybody. And which episode of X-Men 97 did he write? Like, this is, everybody's like, what the fuck? Bo DeMeo, and this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Bo DeMeo should be writing this because we know Bo DeMeo loves the X-Men, and he's going to write it well the same way that he did for X-Men 97. Right? I mean, Bo DeMeo should be brought back onto X-Men 97. He should write all the X-Men movies. He should be at least part of it. Yeah, you know, here's a guy who loves the X-Men. He knows everything about them. That's the type of guy who should be an editor. You know, that's the type of guy who should be writing these movies. Somebody that's good. And did you hear about X-Men 97? It made no fucking money for them, right? They're calling it a flop.
Really? I thought it was like a test run.
Dude, this is crazy. X-Men 97 massive flop, beat by Echo in the ratings.
Yeah, right.
What the X-Men 97 is looking like a massive flop as now it is learned Echo has done better in the ratings and by looks of it by a large margin.
Let's check this out. How do they do this?
X-Men 97 season 1 had 6.8% share of Disney original series viewership. Echo had 11.8.
Yeah, but Echo was on Hulu and Disney Plus before Hulu was on Disney Plus.
According to the data Variety uses as a source, Echo, with 5 episodes released, has 11.8% of the 2024 Disney Plus viewership. X-Men 97 with 9 episodes released as May 10th, only 6.8%, and it's pretty much on par with Star Wars The Bad Batch, which has 3 seasons and comes in with 6.3%. Dude, I don't this is Hollywood, it's stupidity. There's the people over they don't know how to make money off of things that are good.
Yeah. Too many.
I don't get it. Like something like the X-Men, you need Christopher Martakis or the 2 guys that wrote Cap, right? They've got the cachet. They wrote that whole Cap run, Winter Soldier, Endgame,
Russo.
and no, the writers.
Oh, the writers, gotcha. Yeah. Oh shit.
It has like a 98% at Rotten Tomatoes, which is fucking crazy good. Anyways,
dude, it's so good. It's so good. I do not like animation. I mean, as much as you guys hear me talk about and harp on Miles and Spider-Man and stuff, like honestly, it takes me a lot to watch animation, and it took me a lot to get into the first episode of X-Men 97. I was bored, and then all of a sudden, when I paid attention and had the subtitles on, I'm fucking hooked.
Did you see this? Amazing. My Time to Shine. Hello says Haley Steinfeld's Kate Bishop and Iman Vellani's Kamala Khan will be the leads in Young Avengers. Get those books ready. Get those books ready. You're finally going to be able to make some money off these books again. It's only going to be a short period of time, though. Young Avengers. Dude, I've got so many fucking Young Avengers books that I should have sold that I'm now like, okay, there's a second chance. We can actually make some money on these things. I mean, what was on Buy the Dip last week? The Miss Marvel 0.1 second print, you know?
Yeah. And, I was going to ask you guys, is this whole, retcon of her becoming a mutant, if that's what you want to call it, or for lack of a better movie, and there's a lot of news going on with this girl.
I'm getting dropped. We're dropping. Hold on, you guys. I'm losing internet. Sorry, you guys. There we go. We should be back now. Man, that was weird. I lost everything. Everything just dropped. All right. I don't know, man. I don't know. I kind of feel like they messed up when they made her an Inhuman. I think she's better off as a mutant. You know?
Yeah.
Miss Marvel has more history with the X-Men and mutant lore when it comes to like Mystique and Rogue, and you know, so she should it connects it a little bit more to being Miss Marvel stuff, you know? I don't think that the Inhuman stuff helps them. You know what I mean?
I mean, the girl who played Kamala and the girl who played Kate Bishop, it seemed like they had some pretty good chemistry together. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right. I want to get to market report. I've got some interesting stuff. It's not a huge market report, but it's a good one. There's some really good stuff. Let's get into market report for May 22nd, 2024. Wow. The time is just flying right now. It's unbelievable how fast things are going. All right, starting off, one of my all-time favorite covers that I don't own, that I want to own. I forgot about this book until I saw this sale today. Great issue to own because it's first Gore the God Butcher. Great character. Then another character they fucked up. Way to go, MCU. Amazing Daniel Acuna cover, the 1 in 50. And seeing the sale just made me remember this book. So $460 for a 9.8 of this.
I saw the sale too. Funny. This I don't know. You guys might disagree with me, but I have done some extensive reading on and collecting and speculating on this Jason Aaron Thor God of Thunder run, and I'm telling you, the variants suck. This one and the 1 in 50 for the for number 5 are the two best incentive variants for this. All the cover A's are done by Ribic, and they're incredible.
Yeah,
I don't like this one's incredible.
Yeah. Transformers All Hail Megatron number 1, the Killing Joke homage in a 9.8. Somebody got it for $7.99. Quick like.
Never seen that. That's
a tough book, man. That is a tough book. Death Time of Your Life, the preview, advanced preview, which is a super tough book, also a rare book. Somebody got a 7.5 for $736.
Is that Neil Gaiman?
That's Neil Gaiman. Yep. So really rare book right there. I think Tony Fix might have one of those. Shout out to Blue Green. So next, Incredible Hulk 181, the Spanish reprint from 1974. We talked about the French Canadian version last week. Here is the Spanish reprint, La Masa. What does La Masa mean? Anybody know?
Joe?
Incredible Hulk.
Okay, thank you.
Joe's our resident French guy.
La Masa is big.
Yeah. Okay.
Big.
Gotcha.
I think.
Number 40 there.
La verga.
$375.
I just pressed one of those.
Did you?
Yeah.
See, I don't know much about this. So this is a foreign variant or edition, but it's a reprint from, and it goes to 1974. That's when it was released, right?
Yeah.
Seems like
so that's much better than that German one. That's like what came out in like 99 or something like
that.
Yeah. That one doesn't that
count?
one that we had last week. I mean, it does. Before. It's cool, but it's later, right?
Yeah.
What was the one that we had last week?
The French Canadian.
Yeah, dude, Jesus.
That people think it actually came out. It got printed before the American version. There's people that think that have talked about that. This Foom number 3, you guys, it's a 9.8. It is a CBCS 9.8. It's got the new label. It is so beautiful, and it's got a Steranko autograph, and the Steranko autograph fits it perfectly.
God damn, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Let's see, I can't see that.
Oh my God, is that beautiful?
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, just gorgeous. $400.
That feels like a deal. That feels like a deal.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, their new label, the 9.8, looks like 9.9 or 9.0.
Yeah.
No offense.
There was a guy that has been selling Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 9.8s for the past couple weeks, and he sold a bunch this week. This was one that surprised me. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 13 and a 9.8, $1,200.
Is issue 13, 4 years later after the release, is that still the bigger size books? Like
No, regular comic size.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I can
Either
remember, I
4
believe it is. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
4 or 5, I think. 5 was the first color cover. Yeah, so that's what I got.
Jay Nunya says Felix Comic Art sells Sanford Green OA exclusively. Jay Nunya, thank you so much. I want to pray to God that Felix Comic Art save me that last page watcher picture art, please. All right, back to the show. A 9.8 of Darth Vader number 3, the LaRocca variant, sold for less than $1,000.
Ouch. Always thought it's where it should be, I guess. Oh, it's not like that you can't find them. I mean, how many people like that Doctor? I mean, Vader 3 was a print run on that thing. Ridiculous, right?
I'd rather have that Wilkins 1 in 25.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Matu.
That.
Well,
That we were talking about?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Beautiful.
is that yours, Sal?
No, but we'll go to Psylocke, then I'll tell you.
Okay. Uncanny X-Men number 510. This guy that sold all of these, basically, no, the two on the right, sold a bunch of really good books this week. Do we know who this guy is? Do we know this guy? He's out of Detroit, I think.
I'm gonna put his name in the private chat.
Let's see if I can. I can't remember it, but I think it's something to do with Detroit, like down in Detroit or something like that. Detroit boy or something.
Look,
Sold that for $465, and then of course the He-Man Masters Universe number 1 Wilkins, one of the biggest ghosts.
Yeah. Well, so I had one up for a lot of money, and this is only 2 months ago, probably. I had one up for a lot of money. It's my only one, and then the guy for 2,000 something, and I was like, yeah, I put books up sometimes that I'm like, if I think I can replace at a better price, even though I don't want to, and I've had a bunch of copies of this. So you can't see him, and if I turn my camera, it's hard to see. It's on the top shelf. I can't reach it. I've got a big 11x17 autographed by that personally, not Touchon, but I got it autographed by Wilkins and stuff the first time I met him.
that's
And
sick.
yeah, so I mean, I love it. It's a great book, but it's a comic. I can go in and out of it. That particular copy, other than being a 9.8, doesn't mean anything to me. And so, so a guy offered me $1,700 for it, and I was like, that's not bad. There was like a $5,000 sale years ago, which we always knew was an outlier, but I think there's been a little bit over 2 before, maybe 25, but everything's down. You know how it goes. Yep. So he offers 17. So dude, I went in, I found a copy in Canada for 1,000, and as soon as I hit accept on one, I hit buy on the other. I'm not kidding. When I say as soon, I mean probably as soon as I could switch from on my phone from like app to browser. So like 30 seconds to complete. So here's my $1,000 one, and my $1,700 one was in the mail.
It's buffering.
The guy paid right away. The guy paid right away. I had it boxed, like ready to hit print.
Yeah.
So run it to the post office and be like, sorry, dude, can't cancel.
Yep.
So anyway, so this is after fees, this is about whatever $500 flip or something. But now I still have it. I feel bad when I sell things that I really, really, really like. Even if I get really, really, really do very well on it. Let's put it that way. So whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my last.
I've
had a bunch of these.
Dude, I've been going through books to, start selling books, which I'm doing now. I finally started putting stuff on my eBay, and I got a Shopify accounts coming, and I've decided to do the same thing with certain books that I love. Like I've got multiple copies of like the Renegar edition and 9/8 of the G.I. Joe. I've got the special edition, the McFarlane Snake Eyes in a 9/8. And I'm like, you know what? I've got multiple copies of those. I need to start selling some of these, So I'm going to start selling some of them. Just like you said, Sean, you can get new ones of those.
Are you going to do any more of your repack mystery boxes? Those were unbelievably good.
Yes. I plan on. I've got a ton of stuff that I'm putting up.
Your cards were fucking legit, dude.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So be on the lookout. We're going to start selling stuff on YouTube also, you guys, because Shopify has done this thing where they work with YouTube now, and we can put things for sale up during the YouTube show, so everybody watching live can get first chance or the best deals and shit like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. All right, next we've got Raw, the magazine number 2, which has the first issue of Art Spiegelman's Mouse in it, the famous mouse story. It was done in this anthology magazine called Raw. The first 4 issues sold together for $700 this last week, but this one, this guy got almost $400, $375 just for issue number 2, Raw. Raw. So, tough book, tough magazine. 2 of my favorite all-time books sold this week. I really hope one day I can own a Superman 14 in decent condition. The famous Shield cover. This is a CGC 4.0 sold for $35.50.
Is that thing, man? I might just rather reslab it.
That's what I was saying.
Case.
Is that an old label premium? Did he get a little bump for that?
I don't know, because that's
likely
no press.
Yeah,
fuck, and dude, if that thing, let's say, got graded like 18 fucking years ago, like I don't even know if you want to mess with it. You don't know, dude. Let's be honest. You don't know where that thing's been sitting. You don't know that thing could have those Golden Age books that could have
brittle.
That could have deteriorated in there a little bit. Yeah. I might just do a reholder and call it a day.
Especially with
because what is it? You know what I mean? What does it really matter? Like a 4.0 or a 5.0 in that book to me, between even
Do they ever regrade reholders, or did they just? It's automatic?
No, they say they do.
They say they might. I think if it's visibly not that, then that they're like, oh shit. Or even if it banged around in there for like 18 years, something like that.
Wiggles in there.
It depends.
And then the Foxhole number 1. There was a lot of Simon and Kirby covers that sold in great condition this last week, but this is one of the greatest ever. Foxhole number 1, classic war image, that's on multiple books. But this is amazing. $3,100 raw for a good. They're calling it good condition.
That presents beautifully for good.
Oh, wow. Man, it's gorgeous. Shout out to Niobe Comics in the house. This next page, here you go. Speaking of Wilkins, how about the Dodson She-Ra 1 in 25 and a 9.8? So for $1,225 on 23 bids.
Did 2 weeks before that sold for 16. That's why they tried to auction it.
Yep. And this dude, same guy, sold all these.
Auction. It's tough to auction that, but I'll be honest, man. Yeah, sometimes you need money.
Yeah.
I can't find that book anywhere unless it's slabbed.
It's honestly, I'm pretty sure just doing my, like, I turn on like He-Man variant or He-Man Master Universe #1, whatever my saved searches are. I don't look for them as much as I used to, but I tell you what, this is tougher to find than the Wilkins, in my opinion.
Me too.
I just really think it is. It's tough to find. I don't. This is my favorite cover ever. So you can't beat that.
So you have them both? You have them both?
Huh? Oh yeah. Bought it for, I know it came. One came up probably 6 years ago, and it was. I remember because I was still at my old job, which means I still lived in Santa Monica. So anyway, that it came up, and the dude was it like 600? He dropped it for, and I was like, oh shit, he listed it for real money, and I'd never seen a 9.8 before, and I had one or two raws at the time. I look for them a lot, and I've paid for them a bunch of times. A little above market, but that's when above market was like being like $100.
Yeah,
not being like $1,000. And so the guy came up with that online, and I was like, I don't know where I'm going to see another one. And so I was like, how about 4? And he's like, look, I just listed this. I have to see how it does. And I was like, man, I'm sitting at work staring at this computer screen every day. I haven't seen one of these damn things popped up in looking for years. So I was like, I'm taking it home, and I'm happy with it. So it's still, I still have the same copy I bought of that. I haven't resold it. I just kept doing that, and same with this. I flipped the Wilkins because I kept waiting to find a 9.8 level copy, and finally got a 9.8. Actually, the first one I bought it off Sleepy. He had it come out, and he's like, "What would you razz this for?" I'm all, "I will give you money for it." You are not
the razz.
That, right? And I don't remember exactly what I paid, but he's honestly a really fair guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck, I hope he doesn't say like $1,000. And it was, let's just say it wasn't like anywhere close to that. And I was like, dude, okay. Then he's and I remember I gave him an extra 20 or something. He's like, what the hell is all, dude? I'm at least paying for the shipping also. Okay, right? It was a very, very fair deal. I think he graded himself.
Sleepy has the best name in the comic community, and he owes it all to you. So you know what?
Found him sleepy on a bench, man. No, the best is if you do the spelling, because that's what Mel was always talking about. John's JWN. So we started calling him Sleep. He was just a Sleepy John instead of a Sleepy John.
Oh my god!
I don't think that word's as cool as it was a few years ago, and nobody made it sound cooler than Mel. So
this Dave Stevens Verotic Illustrated #2 classic Glenn Danzig series, right? I think he was the publisher of that too, that comic series. But anyways, this book sold for $695 in a 9.8, 40 bids. There's some of the crazier Dave, the lesser known Dave Stevens stuff is starting to sell for a bunch of money now too. These all the stuff that really didn't catch people's fandom until now, it's going crazy.
Dude.
Yeah.
So that's what you guys have been seeing.
Big time.
Anything with his name on it. If in our raffle groups, they're gone. All of them go except one I threw up, jerks. But anyway, but like not a good. Hey, and then then the same. Not my copy. Someone else has sold for more. I was like, I told you I wasn't off on price. But literally, dude, anything that you have in there, man. Any of the Stevens, dude, anywhere you go, it's just gone at the con. Well, it's guys like us at the con looking for it because am I a fan? Yeah, I'm a fan. But I've been enjoying the guy's work for a long time. I'm not a get off my lawn kind of guy. Where like I know like Coy has been a Dave Stevens collector. Yeah, like a 9.8 Dave Stevens collector longer than other people that I personally know. Anyone else actually than I personally know. Yeah, I think Josue was in on a lot of that with them, and he was right. I was like, these are badass, but I didn't seek them out the way he did. I sought out certain covers, and I was happy to get them. if I was smart, like I do with other things, I would have sought them out in 9.8 instead of just filling in the PC with a decent copy. But hey, yeah, that's it, dude. Anything on there. And there's a lot of great art. There's a lot of great art. So
yeah.
I don't mind. Rising Tide lifts all boats to me.
This next book, another amazing Simon and Kirby cover that sold this week, and I wish I would have bought this so bad. This Bullseye #3, fucking look at that, how that cover pops. Unreal, beautiful cover. $380 for that. So next we've got, all right. Everybody's talking about the Blood Hunt 1 in 25s, #1, still selling for a ton of money. That 1 in 200 Venom Lethal Protector variant from last week is selling for $400 now. Well, so is the Usagi Yojimbo the Crow #2 Mitsuhiro variant. 1 in 40, $405 raw.
Yeah.
So
it's basically staying around 400. Wasn't it like 425?
I feel like it was like 300 out the gate when we were talking about it on Stein.
I thought it was 425.
Maybe.
Someone was telling me about this.
Someone
was telling me about this last weekend.
Yeah. There's another one coming out that's not as good as 1 and 2, but it's going to be there. Same shit. So, Black Cat Mystery Comics #50, a 3.5, sold for almost $10,000, $9,411 on 55 bids.
People are getting tired of missing out on some of these.
Yep. And here's a book I've never seen. Have you ever guys seen this Blackthorn Rambo book?
No.
Man.
But I guarantee you, I never would have left it in a dollar bin.
No, hell no.
I don't even know what that book is, and I guarantee you that is not, dude. I don't leave behind Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris,
good point.
Karate Kid,
Mr. T.
Mr. T, dude. He's coming home with me, dude. I even saved Brian Bull and Robin ones. Dude, there's no way I'm leaving a Rambo.
$500 for 9.8.
If it looks obscure, pick it up.
Yep,
that's all I got to say.
Especially with that known character,
Taylor Swift,
especially a John Rambo,
John J. Rambo.
There you go.
Hey, don't forget the J.
Don't call me JJ.
Next, we've got.
Hey, don't call me JJ.
This one blew me away too. A 9.6 of the Toy Biz Spider-Man 2099 variant, the white cover variant, the second print. I like how that said newsstand, second print newsstand. That was never on the newsstand.
No, but it's been in a lot of people's listings.
Yes.
Hey,
only $400.
Because we were talking about Stallone. Bro, the best line in Rocky 2 is like, Rocky, do you think you got brain damage? He goes, I don't know. I don't see any. It's fucking awesome, bro. I was watching it the other day. And I just caught that. It's like, do you think you have brain damage? I don't know. I don't see any.
That's pretty good.
No.
This blows me away how half price. I mean, that I think we saw Chris Colbert one day during a Flipside episode buy a 9.6 behind the scenes for like $1,000. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm not even going to take a chance. Because even in 9.6, that's a tough book. $400, that book is dropped a ton.
Mm-hmm.
And it blows me away. So if you're looking for that book, be on the lookout.
Bro,
all
that
right.
Hellboy slipcase is, dude, I think they have that in my half-price books, bro.
That is so rare.
I swear to God, dude.
Should break in right now, dude. Wait till
bro, I will be there first thing in the morning, bro.
Nah, I mean first thing, man. You know, there's somebody in the area you don't know about. One of these ghosts, all these lurkers, dude, just waiting to pick us off.
If that book's there, Hood, there you go. 38 bids, $8,800 for the Hellboy Seed of Destruction limited hardcover slipcase. Wow.
I think they wanted like $300 or $400.
Oh.
Skyscanner.com, Vegas to Texas tonight.
Let me ask you guys
$9,000, bro. I'll scoop you for breakfast, dude.
Hey, let me ask you guys a quick question about
I'll take
this.
you to lunch though.
Bro.
let me ask you guys a question about this toy biz real quick. So you walk into a shop, you have $600, give or take, tax, and you see this on the wall for $410 plus tax, and then you see the Red Band 1 in 25 that just came out, okay? Or you see this Overstreet, what Brian's about to tell us about. Which one?
I'm buying the Overstreet. I like the history, bro. Overstreet comic book price guide, original first edition, not the facsimile or reproduction that's out there. This is the OG, $600.
Dude, hey, do you think somebody opened that Overstreet and looked at a price and they go, "Fucking bullshit"?
ASM 1, $300.
Amazing Fantasy, $17. Fucking bullshit.
Dude, I'm taking that Overstreet. But I'll say, I think I get a check cover price because I swear I thought it said a facsimile sold for this, and I don't think they had the title. All right, I'll have to remember to.
Yeah,
I'll have to remember to check that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's cool. All right, continuing on. How about this? Have you guys ever seen this? I forgot about this. In 1991, Kenner used the Ewok village for the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves. That's crazy.
I remember that.
Did they give it away at the movie? Because that's when that movie was released, 1991.
Yeah, I don't know if they gave it away, but it was for sale.
It was sold in stores.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sold for $335.
Kenner did a lot of that shit, dude.
That feels like a deal, but $110 to ship it? What the fuck is a guy taking a limo over there?
Dude.
It might be UK. Who knows?
Is he shipping it with a fucking rock?
Class?
Is he shipping it with the brick? What's
driving it? Bro? Driving it to
honestly,
you. That's a huge box,
dude. If you ship like if you fill like a CGC 25 slab box, you can get, if you do like 12, 13, you can line up Geminis in there. And if you got, let's say 100 books worth in there, and you ship it priority without insurance, you're looking at least $100 priority. Wow. So I can't imagine this would weigh as much, but the size might be similar. And I think a lot of people just estimate weight. You ever get a comic book with one piece of cardboard and it says 1 pound media mail or something, and you're like, or 2 pound media mail, and you're like, did a scale, you sack shit? But anyway,
those people still sell on eBay. I haven't got one of those in a while.
Oh, dude,
they're on Amazon now and Mercari.
We were talking about promo figures that a guy was selling from last week, and pre-production stuff too. This is a super rare pre-production of Street Sharks, sold for $3,000 on 50 bids, 49 bids this weekend.
That looks dope.
Right? And then a mint and sealed box pre-production sample from 94 sold for almost $2,000, $1,902. And then this is one of the rarest figures I've ever seen, and I talk about it all the time. The Playmates Dick and Tracy, the blank figure is, I remember looking for this as a kid, so I wanted this figure so bad. And it wasn't available, I don't think, in the US. I think it was like only in Canada or something. But one sold, not graded, $1,725 this week. Fucking crazy, man. Such a rare figure. And then this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. You guys know me. I love Santa Cruz skateboard art. Everything to do with the Screaming Hand is super cool to me. And I've never seen this. It's a Tech Deck Santa Cruz vinyl Screaming Hand collector series box. Right?
Isn't that? No, because I'm the same. I have like, if you see me on here, I wear Screaming Hand shirts. I wear, you'll see probably Comic-Con, I wear Screaming Hand watch. They have Screaming Hand beers that I collect on those things. I always have. I can't tell you why it's the greatest thing ever, other than, hearkening back to my childhood when I actually rode skateboards. I never had screaming hand, I don't think. And also because like Santa Cruz, my grandfather would take me every year. I lived a couple hours away, maybe 3 hours away, in inland in California. And so, yeah, all that stuff. So now I'm desperately going to need to find one of those things.
Yep. I'm going to have to find one too.
That's like one thing that needs to go in my display case.
Yep. I'm opening it too. I'm definitely opening it and letting that screaming hand be. Yeah, that's badass. And then so all three of these are super close to my heart, because this Marvel Legends Fantastic Four Dragon Man, this is from the classic series. I was looking for this figure too when it came out. This figure came out at the same time as the Amazing Spider-Man the Hulk Spider-Man figure that's so tough to find, and a couple other really tough to find figures like the Mysterio one, Spider-Man Classics. This Dragon Man was impossible to find, and it is one of the best sculpts. It's fucking massive. The package it's in is like, and this was on shelves and Targets and stuff. I've never seen one on a shelf. I looked for a year. I used to work in a wafer factory for microchips. And we would get off work at 6 a.m. and go hit up the Target and Walmarts looking for figures, rare figures and shit. And I was always looking for that figure back then. Tough figure. $306 mint on card. Next, how cool would it be to have the original poster from the Maxell cassette tape ad? Is it Maxell or Maxwell? Cassette tape ad. Maxell?
Yeah.
Dude, that from 1988, it only sold for $160. Dude, I would frame that. That would be such a cool poster to have. Yeah. The OG.
Mm-hmm.
And then a Misfits Fiend Club envelope and inserts never opened from the early 80s. The original Fiend Club, ladies and gentlemen. $5,766.
Good Christ, dude. I mean, it's pretty badass. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit I try to bring it to the punk rock museum.
Yeah.
And literally, if I spent that much money and have it say on loan from Sean Leggett.
Yep. And I bet you they would do it. Yeah.
Oh, look what I got. You got to go to Vegas to see it.
Yeah. That sounds like a Dinesh thing to do. How about this? This is super cool.
Else I have, so I don't know.
I've never seen this, but this is super cool. 1995 Caps Express Bat Caps. So this is the team, the minor league team that Derek Jeter played with in 1995 when he was like 19 years old or something. And they gave away, because Pogs were big back then, so they gave away, instead of calling them Pogs or milk bottle caps, they called them Bat Caps. And this person left them on the card. They never popped them out, and had them graded by Beckett as an 8, and it sold for $480.
That's a decent grade.
Isn't that a cool? That's a cool piece of Derek Jeter.
It is, dude.
Yeah.
So, and then we've got shout out to Audio 2. If you guys don't know who Audio 2 is, one of the most famous hip hop songs ever. That what more can I say? Top billing, dun. If you understood, it's the one that Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick kind of steal the melody to for their big song. So it's called Top Billin', and this is the press release from when they put that song out in the early 80s. Sold for $306.
That feels like a deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys know who Audio 2 is?
Oh yeah.
Oh man. I want to see if I can find the song. We'll probably
a lot of their music's been mixed by famous DJs and MCs.
Yeah, here we go. Listen. I'm going to play it. I don't care.
Check it out. MC and my people call me Milk. When I'm busting up a party, I feel no guilt. Gizmos cutting up for the suckers that's down with me. The one of us, that's how I feel. To be down, you must appeal to the two. We're rated R, we're gifted, and we're going far down the road to the bank. While I'm here, I'd like to thank Mom and Dad, they knew the time. Gizmo scratching, Milky's rhyming, Milk is chillin', Giz is chillin'. What more can I say? Top villain, that's what we get. Got it good, since you understood. Would you stop scheming and looking hard? I got a great big bodyguard, so step up if you wanna get hurt. Milky's gonna pull this skirt. I get money, money I got. Stunts call me honey if they feel real hot. That's how it is, you can ask Giz. I stole your girl while you were in prison. Jail for MC assault. You was jealous, it's all your fault. Milk is chillin', Giz is chillin'. What more can I say? Top billing.
Fucking great, man. That's
Dude,
so good.
You got the influencer Beastie Boys, Eric B, KRS-One, freaking Slick Rick, and freaking DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Yep. Fuck yeah. Major influential early hip hop. One of the cool things last night that the owner of Tidal Wave Publishing, Darren Davis, who came on with us and talked about the Taylor Swift books and all the craziness they're doing over there. It was a really good interview. Go check it out. He let us know that he helped create PSM magazine, and that's what he left kind of comics to go do. And he did all these PSM magazines. He got Joe Madureira on there, Adam Hughes. First Tomb Raider stuff was he got him to do covers for. And here is PSM magazine, the first issue, sold for $163. So that was pretty cool.
A lot more.
Yeah. And then shout out to our boy Vinny. He's I think he's heading to some crazy Switzerland or something like that. I don't know, something crazy.
The Grammys.
Yeah. 1986 Nintendo Famicom, which is the original Japanese. You guys know Vinny's into these. Metroid, a VGA 80 plus. Yeah.
Whoa, that's my jam, Metroid.
So for $218, you guys, people don't realize Vinny's been on the original Japanese video game market since the beginning of this channel and before that.
Yeah.
This is going to be the next big collecting thing. It's already starting. People are realizing it. So, be on the lookout.
We need to learn how to CPR those motherfuckers.
Right?
Dude.
All right. So,
Figure it out.
got a couple more and then we'll do pickups and call it a night. This was crazy. Look at this. Vintage Nirvana Nevermind album promotion. Oh, this is a promo for for Nevermind. It's a jar, a Sub Pop jar, and it's got like goo in it.
What the fuck?
And it's got like the baby, and it's supposed to be the pool, right? With the baby.
Yeah.
Sold for $200. Have you ever seen that?
No.
There's the money.
Is that the shit they dip combs in the barbershop? Looks like it. Right?
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it. I don't know I don't know. That's pretty cool.
Right?
Hey, wait, you said it's Japanese?
No, this isn't. This is American promo.
Oh, okay.
It says here, this is a rare and
It
authentic
looks like
piece.
a Japanese kind of promotion.
No, Sub Pop was the label from Seattle that they were originally on.
Yeah, I know what Sub Pop is. I
Yeah.
don't know why I thought it was my brain. I think thought it read that in the background.
That's so cool. $200. That's a great thing. How about this one? Kiss signed McFarlane American Psycho Circus comic. It's all signed, including McFarlane.
Wow.
What the hell is this? Is this the back of it? Yeah, that's the back of it. No, wait, is that interior? What is going on?
Gene Simmons signed it?
They all signed it.
And McFarlane.
It's just a piece of paper that came with it. It was like extra certificate of authenticity. This is number blank of 500, signed by. Oh, this is for the trade paperback. It came with the trade paperback.
Put that shit on a napkin, dude. I'll fucking cherish that shit.
That's $300.
Badass, dude.
$300.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this is crazy. Our first really crazy G.I. Joe thing of the night. This is the 1994 convention freebies. Sold for $2,380. Here's all the freebies that were available at that convention. That's crazy. He's got them all. He's got the shirts unworn. It sold for almost $3,000.
That's cool.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a cool.
sweet, dude.
Yeah.
The tags are dope.
Yeah. I mean, back when G.I. Joe was actually kind of shitty, but they were doing the Sergeant Fury stuff. But that's okay. It's rare.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
fuck.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But that's not the coolest G.I. Joe thing. If you had the chance to watch us interview Josh Blaylock, he brought this book up. G.I. Joe America's Elite, number 36C. It's a Devil's Due employee edition. They only made, Josh said he thinks 30 of them. He didn't even know they made them. And he owns, he's the owner of Devil's Due Publishing. And I think he wrote this. It sold for $3,162.
Dude, I saw that. I just didn't know the whole backstory on it.
These are all the workers at Devil's Due in the background. They're on. Some of them are on there. Yeah, like Josh is on there, and yeah,
they had me and Mel for strangers.
Look at that! It's got all the books, the covers on the back.
Ah, that's super cool.
Oh yeah, this is so rare. It's the last issue of the America's Elite run, or the Devil's Due Publishing.
That's cool,
right? $3,000. That is so rare. I couldn't believe it. He told that story. This right here is very interesting. I think there's somebody really famous that did their first original work in a Catman comic, and I think this might be it. But Catman Comics number 22, a 3.0, sold for $1,200. Beautiful cover, gorgeous.
What's the label say?
The label says Joe Grogan story, Jack Alderman art, and Charles Quinlan cover and art. But I feel like Joe Simon might have had early work in Catman. He did it under a pen name though. That's really tough. So I remembered that. I have to do some research on that. Check this out. Another Promise Collection book. It's called Guns Against Gangsters, number 6. It's an LB Cole cover.
What?
It's like Mad, but it's called Gag.
Yeah, it's called Gag. Yeah. And Guns Against Gangsters, and it's a shark cover.
My dad always said he was going to start a thing called Damn, Drunk Drivers Against Mad.
That's awesome.
This is crazy.
He drove through a wall, but wait, whatever.
Promise Collection. Jesus. A 9.2 of this LB Cole cover and interior art.
That's a nice cover. I like that.
Yeah,
that's super sick. Plus shark.
$7,000.
Yeah,
anything with sharks, man.
Yep.
I wonder if John Z's kid's still doing sharks.
That's a great question. You got to ask.
You had a
him
friend
that.
on the
Yeah
flip side, which kid always any shark covers for his kid. I remember I picked up a couple good ones. He's like, dude, I'm not buying CGC books for him yet. Okay. Well, all right.
Have you ever seen this cover? This comic? Slapstick Comics, number 1 from 1946.
I just pressed a Liefeld sketch variant for that, but I don't think it was the same year.
Look at this cover. Look at these characters on here, man. 46. That's nuts. Here's the interior.
I love how the prank is just death.
Look at this, the knife. Yeah,
he's got a
just
gun
death.
in the flames and knives and skulls.
I mean, what the fuck?
It's nice.
Sold for $365. I would have bought that for $365 for sure.
Yeah, I saw that on a wall at a show. I'd be all for that.
Yep.
Definitely.
All right. J. Scott Campbell, preliminary art for a Danger Girl cover, sold for $900. Did you pay $900?
Oh, dude, but it's Danger Girl 1 preview.
Yep.
Bottom right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, for that one. That's for there it is. Oh, number 3? Well, the preview looks pretty similar.
Here's the other one. It's 3 covers.
For 3 covers.
3 has a gold edition too.
In the bathtub one?
Mm-hmm.
Or just bikini?
It's him buying it.
Bathtub.
Him buying it at a show. Wow. It's a connecting cover.
Cool. That's a good purchase right there.
Yeah.
I'd love to. I'd love to do that. Have that just full, $500 frame job.
Yep.
With perfect copies, not necessarily graded, but perfect copies of those
Next
covers.
to it. Yep.
Surrounding it,
That's what I did with my 2 covers. I did exactly what you said, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Savage Sword of Conan, number 150, double splash page. You guys, are you kidding me? Look at this.
Jesus, was that Michelangelo?
Conan's holding a head.
That's crazy.
Ripped a head off somebody.
Red band that shit.
I mean, look at that.
It's crazy.
Unbelievably beautiful. Sold for $845.
Yeah, I think a lot of Conan stuff slept on.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing that people don't realize. In the 70s, for a while, it was the number 1 selling comic they had was Conan.
Yep.
Outsold Spidey, outsold FF, outsold X-Men, everything.
Yeah.
Conan was the shit, man. It's the same way our generation, we don't really understand Westerns.
Yeah.
But what if, but look at the cartoons we had. Well, we were sold toys via cartoons, but the generation before us grew up watching Westerns. So those comic books sold, those toys sold.
Yep. How about this one? Joey Mad, speaking of Joey Madureira, a Savage Wolverine number 7, page 8 by Joey Madureira. I love the art he did for this run. So
Are you getting into OA more often?
Oh, dude, I love OA. I just wish it's too expensive for me, but I want to get more into it. $800, that's not that bad though, for a cool page like that.
Yeah.
And then we talked about bound comics the other week. This is a Brave and the Bold 1 through 24 binding, sold for $4,200.
Almost made it, bro. Had to hold on a few more issues.
Look at this.
Get yourself some Justice League, dude.
That's funny.
I mean, this is...
I love it. I thought we just talked about that. Was that a different book?
Yeah, it was a different series. I think it was Justice League, but I can't remember. But, I mean, that's pretty amazing. $4,000.
I'm tripping on it.
What?
I thought the last one we talked about, the guy made it himself.
No, you take these to a bindery, a book binder, and they make it. Yeah, it costs a lot of money to have these done, because they, you can see they cut the books to match, and all the pages are the same. So, they're cutting up comics, but these aren't the best condition issues. So, maybe.
Oh no, I'm not.
Maybe it's smart to do that with some of the worst.
Does it have Suicide Squad then?
Just up to 24.
I'm trying to remember. I thought they were earlier than that. I still think Brave and the Bold 28 is the most undervalued key.
Yeah.
I mean, if they had Batman and Superman on the cover, that would obviously make it
Big time.
Big time, but still, dude, how I've never had one. I'd love to have one of those in my house just because.
Hell yeah.
And it's not, but you can get a shit copy for $1,000, $2,000, which isn't nothing, but for a mega comic key, that's not that's far from outrageous. Let's put it that way.
The table of contents tells about each book, who does the cover, first appearances.
Oh, they really did this, dude.
Yeah.
This is somebody awesome.
Yeah. I mean, these are like works of art. And then finally, G.I. Joe, Real American Hero from IDW, the full run from 155 and 1/2 to 300, sold for $5,000 on 46 bids. So I figured we'd take a look at it. Are all the variants here too? I mean, $5,000 for this, you guys.
I gotta hope they'd have at least a chunk of the variants for that. I can't tell from these. None of these are ringing a bell. But you never know, man. Some people don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
All it takes is a bidding war. How come everybody else gets the bidding wars? I feel like I rarely, in all the auctions, I haven't done any in a while. How am I not that guy that gets those bidding wars?
The connecting covers.
Ding. It just stayed the same again.
Unreal. Crazy, man. Here's the list. No variants, it looks like. Yep, no variants. No variants. $5,000.
Still cool.
And that is the market report for May 22nd, 2024. You got any pickups there, Leg?
Yeah. I got pickups, dude.
Yeah. Let's get into some pickups.
Fucking Diamondbacks, Arizona.
Are they? Well, the Dodgers basically swept them, right?
No, they won. I think yesterday, and they're winning 5-0.
Wow.
Sorry.
They're starting to come around because Carroll's been a huge slump, but he's starting to hit now. Jock Peterson he's doing Jock Peterson. He has those 2 months where he's unbelievable. Then he's going to be shit for 2 months, and then at the end of the season, he's going to come right back on.
I forgot one thing for the market report, you guys.
Let's go.
A star Michael Jordan rookie in a PSA 9.
Okay. That's tough, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is it not the toughest, or is that sticker tough?
It is the toughest.
Okay.
How much did it sell for? It sold for $925,000. That card right there, you guys, is one of the toughest Michael Jordan cards to get.
Damn.
Especially in that high of a grade. Usually they're like 7s and below. It's one of the toughest most counterfeit cards. PSA did not grade it until recently. Only Beckett would grade it.
Wow.
$925,000.
Is there a 10 of those out there?
There is a 10. Wait, hold on. No, there isn't. I don't think there is a 10 of this.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong.
Heroes said it's absolutely shit quality.
Yeah. Yep. These the famous star cards that were made in a guy's garage, basicly. But they were the earliest basketball cards from the 80s. So
it's like Hartman.
Yeah. Shout out to Cartier West. All right, back to Legs pickups.
All right. Let's turn this off. Okay, it's too dark. Let me know. So shout out first to of course our boy Drew, who hooked me up with his copies.
Oh, nice. The Wanted Comics variants, yeah.
Yeah, so Wanted Comics getting himself a sweet Delato Space Ghost. Definitely get these on his eBay Live, if not his website. But some sweet ones. So thanks for the hookups, buddy. Also, you Wanted Comics, follows eBay Lives. Does offer grading on there generally. It just depends how busy it gets and how busy I get. So that's how it goes on there. I jumped on MCS for some stuff because like Richie and I were talking about with the trick shot there. So I was like, dude, I want to get some copies of these. So I grabbed a bunch of these guys, and I was like, you know what, these are good purchases to put away, maybe throw up and sell together. But so I also went in on the Avengers also.
Nice.
So we go Avengers 64 on here.
Those look nice.
I got
First
six,
appearance
I got
of
6 of these.
Clint
I haven't
Barton's
taken them
brother.
out, so we'll see how it go. Yeah, so he's supposedly going to be a big part of the show. If it hits, great. The buy-in is cheap right now. I assume I sold these in sets. I assume that I'd be doing okay. For what these look like and what I paid for them, I was very, very, very happy to get them. So there's you're not going to hear any complaints from me. Hopefully, I can't be tough to lose. It's just if you end up sitting on them or don't sell them, so it goes. A couple more I grabbed just because I found them on there. This is one of my favorite Ghost Rider covers.
Oh yeah,
I showed it when I was out there before. So this is a tough Scrolls variant. So whenever I find it cheap, this isn't going to be gradable, but the price was right, and I didn't have a scan of it. Same. This one gets. You'll see. Actually, I'll show this again because I happen to find one in the wild. But this is a Dodderman A-Force one that doesn't sell for a ton of money, but considering that, and found a. Yeah, dude. And so I found a really good deal also on this this Mac 5 Ronin Psylocke variant.
Oh, that was at my comic shop, right? You grabbed it?
Yeah.
I saw it. Ah, you got
I was like,
it.
dude,
Nice.
it was in my cart for too long when I was going to buy the Avengers books. I was like, oh, what am I doing here? I was like, there's almost near mint, and I'm pretty, no, it was cheaper.
It was cheaper?
Not a lot cheaper, but it was cheaper, I think.
No
maybe
way.
Maybe in the 20s. It was somewhere close to there. If you were going to go with tax and shipping and all that, probably, yeah. But like, yeah, so you're not far off. But anyway, love this book. Always love this book. This one is hard to find.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. That book's been tough to find.
Oh yeah.
So let me show you. So I went to a show. I'll go through these fast. Some of these are flips. Some I believe in. There was a guy that had a ton of books. So shout out. Drew bought a bunch. Genghis Sean bought a bunch. Fucking Rad Dave bought a bunch. These are spec books. This guy was going by CLZ and then discounting. So I'll tell you what I paid. I'll show what I got. So some of the stuff I try to press and grade any of these stuff. So when you see like the Spider-Verse, when Noir gets announced, I think this is a great cover. Mm-hmm. So for $1 or $2, I try to 9.8 this stuff. Same with, and Scotty Young's you can resell. I'm going to be on eBay Live. Those seem to sell really well. So anytime when I see Scotty's in a back bin, especially in any of the ones a few years ago, for almost nothing with popular characters for only a couple bucks, Scotty books don't seem to go down. So I think this Vader 4 variant. So we've got second Afra, something like that. So when he's got these for like $3, you just grab them all. Because why do you not? You just take them all, and he's happy to sell them.
Is that the incentive?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't know, man. But anyway, so that was fine. I love this Noto.
Hell yeah, me too.
I love this Noto. I grabbed especially with Pizza Dog. Come on, and Clint.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm gonna go with these. And like I said, gonna try to hit 9.8s in here, dude. You guys, when's the last time you saw the lugs? Birdman and Kingpin.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah,
I think we had it on the almost 10. Like what, Brian? Like a year ago?
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but it's been a long time since this came out. When's the last time you saw lugs at all as a brand?
Yeah.
Are they still around? I don't know. Maybe I don't, because I don't live in LA anymore. I don't see lugs that much. I don't know the answer. These aren't big deals, but just that Deadpool stuff for the movie. But they are variants and a number one, same as his X-Men Gold. I don't know if they're gonna get any Oscar nominees or anything like that. We'll see how it goes. Same number 2 with Granoff. Love for the Granoff.
Fuck yeah.
And same with these A-Force, man.
Oh yeah.
Don't see this one. This one is also in a bin. It's like, okay. By the way, when he looked it up, this is out of all these books, all these raw books since I started showing you from the same guy. This was the one they had the most at. They had that at high CLZ and it was on top, and they have the Campbell high on CLZ. And so I was a little stressed at first. I was like,
no hues.
I'm not gonna overpay. No hues. There's another Daughterman.
I like the Daughterman. I like the Daughterman.
I do too, and he's getting love.
Yeah, I like that Hans. I like the Daughterman. The Hughes is the best one, but I really like the Hans. I think that's a little close.
And so because we still got time, once again. I'm gonna go with the first Spider.
Oh shit!
Right. So he had these. I'll tell you the end. He had these at I think $20 on CLZ each. I go, okay, see what we can do. But this is before I paid for any of these. Dude, just out of the nowhere dollar, the Haunted Mansion #3. This is a rare book. Tough to find. I think it's a $30 or $40 book. Same. This is not an expensive book, but I love the Campbells and little Thor Mary Jane variant going with it. And then these Ghost Racers have been tough.
Well, yeah.
So I get a #1 variant. This was in the cheap bin, like the couple dollar bin or whatever it was.
I don't remember that.
So is this one?
Yes, I got a couple of those from Midtown.
That's awesome.
So I was little with that. And this one, by the way, if you're like me, right, I'm from Stockton in the desert here. So they're going with the Lowrider variant, Lowrider magazine variant. Right? I think this is like an $80 book. He had this. And they're just okay. All right, man. Like you don't want it. I'll go with that too. The rest.
You went to this guy's place, or was this?
No, this is just a booth in Ontario on Saturday.
No,
and not only that, dude, I'll tell you what I spent. Drew spent whatever, and fucking Rad picked him clean. Like he went through. He was ahead of me on one side. I was ahead of him on the other side. But I'm way more discerning than he is, right? So the rest are just hip hops. So I got a Nighthawk, the Uncanny Avengers, a Mockingbird.
Nice, I like that.
Nova.
I like the Nova.
Right, and a Space Knight. Right.
Nice.
So he did all the math, all that, and he goes, "How about 180?"
Whoa!
For everything you just showed?
Everything that I showed after that I said wasn't the Avengers MCU stuff.
Yep.
So yeah,
wow.
So everything I showed starting, and I was everything I showed from the Nick Cage.
Wow.
When he said 180, did you have like a poker face at first? You were like, well,
dude,
okay.
I'll
support you.
And I was like, no, it was fine. I was gonna be. I pulled out two $200 bills, and I said, and in my head, I was like, that's for change. I was like, no, we'll be okay. But other people's phone, whatever. But he's been doing the books. He's happy to get it because when he's adding up through CLZ, because you gotta wait. He's got to add them up one at a time. He added up 200 books for Dave or something like that.
Wow.
And I'm like, here, like that. I think I got it cheaper because I was waiting, and then I got some slabs.
Ooh, let's get into it.
In for a treat now.
Oh, I got
press
a few
by
books
leg.
back.
Press by leg.
These are my own pressed by me. I have other people's in the other room. I think I got shit greater, and I feel bad because it's some of my friends' books. These are not my friends' books. These are mine, but they're not. Let's just say they weren't like trash, but they don't make sense. It's like an upsetting one because when I submit for people, obviously it's on my account. I can see everybody's grades. And then so I go, oh, this one got the lenient guide. This one got the one where it's giving notes for 9.6. So anyway, this is a cracked 9.2. So it's a newsstand. So I'm not mad at that. That's fair.
Yep.
The ones I show you, I'm not that mad about, but I'm only show you the ones that are worth kind of showing. Same as this. I didn't realize this thing is rare as shit.
Yep.
So this is the 1 in 50 Thunderbolts 4. It's 9.4. I thought it had a 9.8 chance. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to send it back. I don't think I can fix it anymore. But it's so rare, and I've had it for so long that I'm okay.
What's wrong with it? Is there notes?
There's no. The rhyme and reason on the notes. You get 9.6 notes and not on 9.2s. It's like, dude.
So weird.
No, there's white showing on the corners.
Gotcha.
There's a little brick right there. It's okay. I'm just saying because you don't know because You get a 9.8 that you think is a 9.4, 9.4 you think is a 9.8. So that's what I mean by that. With that, and everybody got these. These are the ones I was going to show. But so I have my medals, but the medals I need to. They came bent on the back, and I just haven't worked on them. I ended up with 3 medals, and I haven't seen a medal hit eBay, and there's only 100 of them. So when I get a medal, I'll be happy. So another one that Richie and I were on, like little kids, all happy. Are these Earth 12s? So this is a Mile High purchase.
I can't believe it.
The day up, and I didn't put it on the pile right here, but I got a 9.6 also.
Heavy ass cardstock on those covers too.
They came. I did press them, but they came. I just to sort of even them out and make them look nice, but they came clean. And I got like 4 or 5 from them. I only graded 2. The other ones, there's no chance. They're not shit. They're not terrible. It's just I don't know if they're worth me grading. Rather that's all. They're just not 9.8. This has been in the closet for a long time. This actually did not pass pre-screen. So I sent it back without a pre-screen.
Nice.
Whatever, dude.
Wow.
I knew how nice it was. Get out of here. So anyway, that's a okay. So this, by the way, considering all the stuff with just a stupid face, how is this like an $80 9.8 for Art Adams?
Yeah. What?
Right? I'm like, come on, man. That's considering it's not. You can find it, but considering you just get like a cockeyed face these days out of him, that's like a $200 9.8 that came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna pull out
That's
a Justice
beautiful.
League from 2007.
Look at the
17-year-old book and pull 9.8s and all this shit. All right.
Look at the back cover. Back cover.
Yeah. Look at the back cover. Cannabis.
Oh shit.
Dude,
I'm gonna list it like this on eBay. You know how many clicks I'm gonna get?
Yeah.
Oh, Bryan wants that.
That's funny, dude. I didn't even dude, I pressed this thing. I didn't even pay any attention to this.
It's
AboveTheInfluence.com.
It doesn't have what are those called? Not a word search, but where you have to get around
a maze.
A maze, and it doesn't have you can't figure it out. Yeah.
It's a start.
It's a dead end. Yeah.
Yeah, you smoke weed once, never come back.
Yeah.
This one I'm mad because I thought it was 9.8. I'm not mad, but this is rarer than shit.
Oh.
So we got a Cap Living Legend.
Oh.
Brereton variant.
So beautiful.
This might be worth 2 tries. I don't know.
I would.
I don't know. This was actually a gift a long time ago, pressing for Drew. He gave me this book and it's been in a box forever. I decided to grade it.
So rare.
Here we are. Yeah, this is rare. I threw it up for like 6. The last sale was 9.8, was like 600, and it was not recently because there hasn't been any. And then these are gorgeous. I got them, did them myself. I just graded myself. I bought them when they came out. I love these Spider-Punk. Arms Race Scotties. They cost a lot on his website.
Does he still have them?
They're easy to grade. I don't know. They could be up, dude. They could be up. I bought a few of each. It used to be is very strict that you can only buy 2 of these. So I spent like 200 total on 4 of these and 2 of these, which for like a weekly variant seems a lot. I just happen to really like it. I bought it during the shows. So that's what's going on, man. And let me see. That's it.
Nice.
Oh, shit,
that's fucking huge, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it right now. And the pink too.
Oh man, that's great. I got this showed up. It's a huge stack, but I'm not gonna show them because I don't want people to know what they are yet. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys afterwards, but I don't want to show everybody yet. So, all right. You got any pickups, Richie?
So I did most all my comic pickups yesterday, and I got my Doom stuff or whatever, and I'm still waiting for last week's stuff. It's going to be here tomorrow, but last night I don't know if you saw me in the chat, but I'm going back to work on the 15th.
Oh, nice.
Month.
Yeah.
So I have to start going to sleep earlier because
Yeah.
because of the channel, I stay up all. You know how it is.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? Like, so anyways, long story short, I'm trying to go to bed early, but last night I tried to do the same thing and I was just going crazy, going, dude, when I was on flip side with Bryan, I was getting into cards and stuff, and we were ripping all those Panini basketball looking for LaMelo. I pulled so much Anthony Edwards and Halliburton, so much.
Yeah.
So I went crazy, and I fucking went through boxes and boxes, and I ended up finding 5 base prisms. 4 of them look really good. I have 2 green refractor prisms. But I've only found 1, so it must have slid down somewhere or something. And I found a shit ton of Halliburton.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't feel like getting those. I'll show them I'm thinking about going on the show on Saturday. So I'll show them on Saturday.
I forgot one thing.
All right, let's see it.
I got my Yeezy State of Filth set in the mail.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
To the side. So shout out to Yee.
That's badass.
Hopefully you'll see this tomorrow, because he hasn't not been sitting here with me in a long fucking time.
Yeah.
And I did open this like a day or 2 ago. It does get to stay sealed, mostly because I don't have a cassette player. I love you, bro.
Great,
you know, I had
shit.
Support, dude. So here's the State of Filth.
Hell yeah.
And some of his other bands right there. So there we go.
That's sick.
Actually, I do have something I wanted to show you guys.
All
I
right.
do have something. I do have it sitting right here. So, I keep thinking Bryan was on my show last night, but that was a week before. So I was telling the guys on the show, the live chat and Aaron, that the last year's Monopoly prisms, I bought 4 of those, kept 1 sealed, and then 3 I ended up breaking open, and I got some pretty cool cards, like LeBron cards. This year, the second edition with Wemby, I bought 6 of them. I kept them sealed, and I've been staring at them since they got back, and I haven't had a lot of money for for cards lately. So I said, screw it. I'm a fiend crackhead. So I went ahead and opened 3 of them, and I made it's actually two videos, and I'm making it into 1 short. And here's some of the cards that are pretty cool. So this comes in. Okay, so last year they were last year it was it was called the Monopoly Icon, and they were super short print because they weren't in every pack. They're saying they're in you get at least 1 in every 3rd box. Okay. This year, they're the red Monopoly Icon, and you get 1 in each prism pack, which is okay. I don't care. You know, it's not going to be crazy rare, but they're beautiful cards.
Wow.
So you can see I got a Booker. You see the little Monopoly icon?
Yeah.
I got a DeRozan. And I ended up getting 2 rookies, Jurassic Walker and some other bum. Didn't get any Wembies, unfortunately. The video's coming out soon. And then here's the 2 Wemby cards that it comes with. So the starter pack comes with the starter cards, or just like generic cards. And here's the Wemby. It actually looks kind of cool. I hate the curtain in the back, like the prism that you don't like, Bryan.
Yeah.
But this image, I found out this. I think my camera's probably mirrored or whatever. Is it mirrored?
No.
You're all right.
Okay. And it doesn't look that bad. It's like a pretty cool. But this image, they used this exact image, but they flipped it. Exact image to the. I fucking lined that shit up on the fucking Court of Kings, and I want to say clearly Donruss is going to have this, but it might be Chronicles. And I was like, oh man, but yeah, these only go for like $10, but pretty cool.
Very cool. Dennis is asking if I got his stuff yet. No, I haven't, but I'll check. It might be in my my mailbox. Uniform 13. What did Uniform 13 said? Oh, McClay can finish that maze. yeah.
I haven't seen Uniform 13 in a while.
Yeah, shout out to Uniform 13.
Bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I think he's right, man. But what, dude?
Amen.
You're the man with the black hat in Westworld, dude.
Yeah.
Less rape, but other than that.
Yeah. So what do we got going on? Let's see here. Tomorrow night, make sure you guys check out Long Story Short with Yee over on Nearing Nerdvana. And then, of course, Friday night, the Hot 10 with House of Stein. Saturday night, back here for Modern Comic Mayhem. And, yeah, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, check out the memberships. For anybody that's in that highest tier membership, I'm going to give you guys specials on anything I'm selling. So that'll be starting soon. I've started uploading all the new stuff onto the eBay store. I just got to make them all go active. So I'll let you guys know about that Saturday night, and we'll start selling stuff right here from the YouTube channel, hopefully soon. So that being said, all this stuff that I'm going to be selling is to get me out to San Diego to go hang out with hopefully these guys sitting next to me. Hopefully we can get Richie to show up. We'll see if he's not working. But Leg and Yee, I'll be rooming with. So if anybody's going to be out in San Diego this year, make sure you guys let me know so we can go and enjoy some drinks and some good food at the end of July in San Diego.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to meet you guys after.
Oh, hell yeah.
So.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, that being said, you guys, we'll see you soon. Much love. Shout out to everybody that helped us get Spec Media to 1,000 subs. If you're not subbed up over there already, go do it. Link is below. We'll see you guys soon. Adios.